Welcome to the Turntables podcast. I'm High Roller the Don. I'm here with my co-host, Two-Turn Edward. Got DJ Ray Funk in the backgrounds today.
Wiki.
And we got our guest, Rudy Portillo. Once again, part 2. The sequel.
Yeah, we just wanted to bring Rudy back because we had some more questions for him and we didn't get through them because we were having such
Rudy part 2,
such a good conversation, and we wanted to bring you back, bro, just to kind of.
And once again, I appreciate it. And
man. I'm glad to have you again.
I'm be honest with you. It's good to be back today. I'm glad to be here today once again. And the reason I'm back today is because security couldn't keep me away. I know you guys keep asking like how you keep getting past them, but
yeah,
you know,
the tall
I got
tale,
my ways, man.
The tall tale couldn't be told in one day. In one sitting.
And you know, I just want to do like a little recap of last week. Do
you remember?
Yeah, of course.
All right, what happened?
So,
yikes.
We made coffee. Yeah, right.
The whole list.
I forgot.
Yeah, so last week we got into it. We got to talking.
That's my bad.
So we got to talking about 3 values that we believe that were necessary in order for yourself to call yourself a man. Right? And then we got into depth a little bit on that. I gave, my output or input on what I believed. We also got into, like the thresholds or the standards of being a man, of never like actually knowing what we truly believed, what that barrier was. I talked a little bit about it, and I know it kind of seemed like, I was almost kind of saying like I wasn't a man, but the thing is that I never really felt like I reached that limit yet to call myself a man yet. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, dude, I feel like Leonidas from 300, man. To be honest with you, and to be honest with you, I'm not even a man. I'm a monster. We're in man skin. You know what I mean? Because when that beast comes out, he's out. But the thing is that, like I said, we gone through like a whole checklist of what it takes to be a man, and trust me, I done checked off damn near every box of it. But it's good. I feel like it's good not to have limits, because you just keep pushing yourself further and further and becoming something, and truly becoming the man that you want to be. You know what I mean? And to be the man that is needed and within everybody's household, everybody's household.
Yeah, you know what? I like to I quote Joe Rogan. I don't know who he got this from, but I think I said it before.
He probably says, got it from
me. Pretty sure. And he's like, better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Yeah, he did say that.
You heard that one?
Yeah. That was pretty good.
And Jordan Peterson was saying something along the lines of like, you should be dangerous, but at the same time, not with the intention to try to hurt people, but you should be dangerous and you should know how to control it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, they push all this propaganda on like femininity on men and stuff nowadays. Like it's okay for you to be weak, bro. It ain't okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like how you were saying earlier, like sometimes you got to be okay with not being okay. I can kind of relate to that. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm not okay, bro. I will not sit here and lie to you and tell you that I'm okay, because I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll never feel okay, bro. I'll be honest, bro. It's like an extreme struggle, bro, to just hop out of the bed and just be like even just to pretend to be okay, bro. This shit is hard. Like it's like I'm trying to be this happy person. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like imposter syndrome, like you be saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, dude. Like I don't. Not that I don't feel like I deserve to be happy. Not that I not that I don't feel that way. Because I know I do deserve to be happy. You know what I mean? But that's just kind of like a shitty aim in life in a way for me. You know what I mean?
So what did you do to get yourself here?
I mean, I'm still in the same like kind of like mentally screwed spot. You know what I mean? I still feel like, I'm depressed a lot of the time, bro. You know what I mean?
Is it just today, or has you been feeling like this the whole week?
No, bro. Like, it's like, I have to ignore the fact that, that my family got divided, bro. Like, whenever I start to think about that, you know what I mean? I just lose it, bro. Like yesterday, you know, like recently, bro, I just been like, you know, thinking to myself, like, I guess throwing a pity party for myself. Like, woe is me, like you always say. And, but really that ain't so. You know what I mean? It isn't so, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I gotta put these different masks on. You know what I mean? But it's like I gotta it's like I've trained myself to like put this mask on where I'm like, man, I'm good, bro. Man, I'm happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is bullshit, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? That is the biggest pile of shit ever, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like it's just an act sometimes, bro. Like I'm an actor. And I've like rehearsed these lines to like not even just fool everybody around me, but fool myself into believing that I'm happy, bro. Yeah. It's like what we were talking about the other day when we were driving. It's like, you know, it's like, I like that, bro, because he was like, he's like, can one thing, like, ruin your whole day? It's just like, is it thoughts? What can make you have a bad day? Is it your thoughts? Or is it just the things that occur? Because things could be just not going my way in the physical.
Oh, I think the way I phrased it, I was saying, like, so I guess I was saying, I guess I'm using another example, but like, if somebody were to give you $1 million and you feel unhappy that day, but somebody comes and gives you $1 million, would that make you feel happy, or would that make you have a good day, or would your
thoughts make you have a bad day?
How did I phrase it, man? Remember. So I guess, man, it's hard to remember. So $1 million, I think we were talking about your feelings.
Yeah,
you're talking about your feelings, how cruddy you feel, and how if $1 million would make you happy. Yeah. On a bad day, and you were saying how no, it wouldn't make you happy. Even $1 million wouldn't make you happy just because you feel unhappy.
Right.
It still wouldn't give you your broken family back.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That. And like just the thoughts, bro. I gotta trick myself into thinking, like, believing that I'm happy for real, that I'm good for real, that I'm content for real. Like, oh man, I'm good. How are you doing, bro? Oh man, I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that's a skill, bro. That's like and men, bro. As men, bro, we gotta finesse that. We gotta accomplish that, bro. Because if you can't accomplish that, bro, you're gonna go all the way downhill. It's like we're talking about anxiety. You know what I'm saying? It takes like a skill to be like okay and damn near be in a meditative state where you're really not thinking about nothing besides what's right in front of you, whether it be a movie, you know what I'm saying, or you're scrolling, or whatever it is you're doing. You're doing a job. Or you're working. That's why as men, bro, we got to stay busy, bro. We got to stay busy, bro. And it's like, I noticed that I implode whenever I'm not busy, bro. I start to lose my damn mind.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people get like that when they feel like they don't have no sense of purpose.
Yeah, no outlet.
That, and also, man, I think it might just be the state of mind too, man. Because sometimes I used to think that when something bad happened to me within a day, or, you know, it could happen in the morning time or in the afternoon. I heard somebody say one time, they were like, hey, if something bad has happened to you, don't let it ruin your day. Yeah. Because the way that you got to think about it is that, okay, you know what? Even though this happened to me in the morning, that's only, you should cut the days into portions. Yeah, sections. So you should do, okay, so maybe I had a bad morning, but that doesn't mean I'm going to have a bad noon.
Right.
Whole day. Yeah. Or if something happened to you in the noon that was bad, that doesn't mean you still got half a day left. You know what I mean? You still got the afternoon and you still got the nighttime.
Bro, that's hard to do.
I know.
That's a very major challenge to do because, man, like I'm the type where a lot of the time, see, I try to buckle down on that. But sometimes something happens or I'm thinking about something like my day's ruined. My day's ruined. My day is fucked. My whole week's ruined now just because this happened. Yeah. Or just because I'm thinking about this. Like right now, I'm thinking a lot about like how today's July 4th, and then like, you know, I don't have my babies, bro. I don't have them, and now I like dwell on that. You know what I mean? And it's just like I make myself angry, bro. I make myself angry, and I've been told that, bro. People keep telling me that like, hey, you're angry, bro. Like you got anger issues, and my answer to that is like, man, I'm not angry. I'm just passionate about how I feel.
You know, it's so funny that you even bring that up because I was thinking there was something I was thinking about was that it was man, I just had it. Hold on, give me 1 second. It was like when you go through something like that, you kind of need to that's what I was gonna say. It was that you have to understand, you have to like and embrace and embody the fact that life is out of your control. You have to understand to take things that, okay, you know what, I'm not in control of my life. And once you start accepting that truth, you'll be able to kind of
come to terms with it
and live in the present. Because you know what it exactly what it's like. Imagine this. It's funny. I'm gonna put it like this. You ever been to like a grocery store and you see those machines, the 25% machines? It's like a little car that just goes forward. And you can move the steering wheel, but you're not going anywhere.
You're in place. You stay in place. You're moving, but you're still in place.
Yeah.
So you know, when you're sitting in that little car, right, and you have the steering wheel, you're able to move it. This is like the perfect example. You're able to move it. You think you're controlling your life, right? But that machine, it per se is your life, and you're not in control of it.
Yeah.
So
it's
sometimes
like you're just part of the matrix.
So sometimes you just gotta let go of the steering wheel, and
let
and
God.
just and like he said,
Let go, let God.
Let God take the wheel, and then just go through with it, man. Because like I said, that was one thing that really upset me and triggered my anxiousness too. Was thinking that any decision that I made was gonna steer my life in the direction that I wanted to go. But a lot of times when you have things that are planned, they usually don't go the way you planned it.
Yeah.
And
for sure. I definitely.
That's most of the time. Yeah. That's a majority of the time.
A lot of people can relate to that. And that was one thing I had to accept. It's like, Rudy, you can have the perfect plan to become a millionaire, or you can have the perfect plan to take your family on a vacation or something. But you know, when you start executing that plan and things don't go the way you want it to, you have to understand that that's life. You can't control
certain things. Yeah,
you can't control. And when I accepted that truth, man, it made my life a whole lot easier. It made me a whole lot easier. It's like whenever I went to the store and I forgot my wallet, it must have been planned. Something in life. What I keep telling myself is you got to be okay with that. That's my new freaking line, bro. To a lot of shit, a lot of everything. You got to be okay with that now. My daughters are living with their grandma. You got to be okay with that now. Oh shit, my truck just broke down. Well, you got to be okay with that. Oh damn, I don't have enough money for this or this or that. Well, you got to be okay with that. No, now what I'm saying,
so that you're okay.
Yeah, but my thing is that it's your decision on how you're gonna take it.
Right, perspective.
Right. No, not only perspective.
Perception.
But,
I mean, is that the same thing?
It's basically on you how you're gonna take it. Like how you mentioned before. Like, oh, my car broke down. Okay, you have one or two options. You can be mad all day about it, or you could be like how you said before in the last podcast. It is what it is.
Right. The only thing you control is how you react.
And the thing that I found out about that too, I saved me a whole bunch of energy, a whole bunch of time. Instead of being angry about something and trying to rush to get it fixed, I just accepted it and was like, okay, you know what? That's fine. This happened. I got to accept it. Now, let me just find a solution now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me figure something out real quick. Let me get it done. And you know, whenever things work like that, dude, sometimes it's as easy as that. You don't have to.
It's crazy because when you're talking about problems, it's funny because I was listening to this podcast with Joe Rogan and this woman. She's talking a lot about depression. And people that have depression, they're always talking about their problems because they're so focused and they're so laser focused on their problems. The more they talk about them and the more they're focused on them, they make those problems bigger. They're never talking about no solutions. They're never talking about that. You know what I mean? They're only talking about their problems and they're so magnified on their problems. You know what I mean?
And that's where I was telling Edward about the hyper focus. That's a real thing. It's not only just being focused on something. It's all your attention. It's like a magnifying glass. you have that you have that little bit of light concentrated. Just imagine it as your focus. You have that little light concentrated, and you're just focusing on that depression or that issue, that anxiety, and whatever you're focusing it on is lighting it on fire. Right. And you're like, why is the flame getting bigger? Well, it's because you have all your attention on it, and it's like, okay, you know what? Like I said, and it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay. Like how I mentioned to him earlier, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay not to be okay. But the thing is that don't stay like that for too long. Right. You know what I mean? Don't stay like that too long. Because if you do, not only does it affect you, but it affects the other people around you. And whenever that starts to happen, you feel like your world is starting to fall apart. Yeah. And like I said, you got to be that foundation, bro. You got to okay, you know what? Let me just, like I said, bite the bullet, take it for what it is, and then see what I can do to try to make the situation better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like I said, bro, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be, especially in your situation. I don't know every detail of your life or every situation that you got going on, dude, but like I said, if anything, I would really like for you just to try a different mainframe, just try to change,
different approach,
approach, a different way of thinking, and then just try something new. Yeah, because it's like the definition of insanity. It's like you do the same thing over and over again,
you expect different results. Yeah,
different results, and you don't get them, and it's like, damn. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're on a crazy, an insanity carousel, just going around and around. Same thing.
I think, for me, it's like I've been I'm learning to not I guess let things be and not be in such control. Mm-hmm. So it's like I feel like I guess me being controlling in some things, if I feel the pressure or the anxiety, and it messes with me. Mm-hmm. So it's like. Now I'm just kind of I'm taking a step back more. I've taken a step back more on trying to just control things or the outcomes. And I'm finding myself just not being so energized or quick to fix a problem or something. Even listening to you guys, it's I don't even want to say anything anymore. I just want to listen. I really want to just listen. Yeah, I just really want to listen to you guys, and I don't want to say nothing.
That's good.
No, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just observing.
It's good because sometimes I like to be a spectator too. You
know? No, yeah, I mean? It's really good to be have an observing season because I've done that before. Where it's just this season I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna absorb things like a sponge. Just call me SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, because I think it gives other people a chance to, or I guess see what's in them.
Yeah,
to hear what's in them.
That and you absorb all this information.
Because
all this very useful information.
Because, dude, like I said, my circle's so small. It's hard to get feedback from people.
Yeah,
especially people you don't know or people you don't associate with. It's hard to get feedback from them because they might not have gone through the same situation or the same circumstances as you. And like I said, just sitting here with y'all, I can relate to y'all because I've known y'all for quite a while. Well, except for Ray, but it feels like we've known each other forever. And but like I said, it's always good to, especially getting feedback from people who kind of can relate to you. You know what I mean? Can relate. That's the main thing too, is relating, because you can get an answer from anybody. And whenever I talk to certain people, I try to take everything into consideration. I take everything with a grain of salt. I take it into consideration, and I don't necessarily, get what they tell me and then just, start putting it into my life. And what I do is I take it into consideration and then take whatever I can get that might seem useful to me from what they said and try to
apply
it into my life. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can't always just, Edward told me this is what he did, so it's gonna work for me. Right. Now let me just take some of the things that he said to me and break it down and get what I seem as useful for my situation and then apply it. Yeah, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's just difficult, man, finding people to talk to nowadays.
Yeah, that resonate with you. But Yeah. Yeah, that's... Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So, at the last... I can relate to that because at my job when I was working at Paloma Suerte in the stockyards, that's kind of... I related to that a lot. Like the young kids that were around me, bro, like they like... Nothing resonated. Like they didn't have depth and weight. You know what I mean? They had never gone through anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, you're just literally talking air to me. I can tell that you have not been through shit in your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You've probably never had to like witness your lights getting cut off, your water getting cut off. There's no food in the refrigerator. Like everything has been spoon fed to you. And it's like, some
probably still is.
For sure. Part, yeah. Like, your parents paid for your college tuition or whatever you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like, man, like these people don't know. There's a lot of people that don't know what the struggle is for real. They just don't. And it's like, and their character reflects that.
You know, it's so funny that you even say that it's just kids, dude. I've met 40, 50 year olds.
Grown adults too. Yeah, they're out there too.
Kids, dude.
It's not even their fault.
I know it's not, man. But like I said, it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Because like you got to think about it. People at that age, they need to take initiative. Like they actually need to apply themselves into, trying to outgrow, just growth, obtaining growth, overall. Because no matter what age you are, you're always going to be learning. You're always going to be growing. You can be 60 years old and still be learning.
Oh, for sure.
You can be 70 years old and still be growing.
Always. I think always. Bro.
Always growing. You know what I mean? And, like I said, it's just, that's why I like coming here, talking to y'all, because, it gives me like a sense of relief of pressure of like not having
there's other people out there doing the same or going through the same,
not having to bottle everything up. Like I can finally open up that Sprite or whatever, just whatever drink you prefer, whatever,
the Rudy Sprite.
And then just like, dude, because after the last podcast, man, I felt good. I was like, man, that's
good.
It's like therapy.
It's good to hear, bro.
It's like therapy.
Real good. I was like, man,
that's still gonna go up hopefully tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
We're a little we're a little late on it.
Give him time.
Yeah. By the way, in case anybody was wondering, we're in our new official studio of Casa de Ray Funk.
Hey.
So this is gonna be our new studio where we're gonna be recording now. Raymond's hiding in the background here. We don't have too much space, but maybe hopefully we can.
Yeah, I think next time we'll make some
squeeze them in here somewhere. But in case anybody was wondering, this is where we are going to be now.
We could jump into these questions. Y'all down or what?
Yeah, that's cool.
Wait. How did you feel? Wait, you're saying how you felt? Like what? Because I always like hearing feedback of anybody that comes, I guess, just how you feel being done with it. Like, how did you feel? Or what was what happened the rest of your day? That same day.
So after I left, man, I was on the road, man. I got to thinking. I was like, man, I felt like a weight off my shoulders, kind of. It felt like you ever seen that picture of I think his name is Atlas, the dude holding the world on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? I felt like I was that dude, and I was able to set the world down for a little bit, and get a good stretch in, and then pick it back up.
Right.
Know? And the reason I felt so good about it too was because, like I said, I don't have conversations with nobody, man. Nobody. Even with me being with my girl for so long, there's just certain things that I won't talk to her about because I feel like I think Ray either Ray had said it or you had said it, but you don't like putting that type of weight on your girl shoulder.
Yeah, you don't do that. Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel as if she possibly couldn't relate only because not only we got maybe a 4-year gap between us. She's younger than I am, and she just never really experienced much in her life. She was always like a good girl, and always.
I think it's that what you're saying, right? And what comes to mind is just like, because I have that. See, I don't have a partner right now, but I have my mother, right? This was she's shout out to my mom. I've always had her. She's like my rock. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain things it's just like, you know, I want to tell her, but it's like, these are your problems, bro. That's not for her. It's not for you. It's mine. It's my weight to carry. My weight to carry, not yours. And that's kind of like, that's what that is, bro. Like, this is not for you.
Yes.
Like, I can't tell you this because this is not for you. This does not belong to you. It's not your weight to carry. It's yours, bro. It's yours as a man to carry that.
And what it
That's well said right there.
Certain things.
And what it is too is that I don't like people who are involved in my life to worry about me.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want them to have that stress. I don't want them to carry a burden thinking like, oh, he's sad because of, and there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing I can do. And it's not, I don't want them feeling like that.
Yeah, despite the fact that it's sweet of them to want to take on your problems and fight your demons, but those are your demons.
Yeah, those are your demons to
tell you
to slay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so another thing too is that my girl, she's like got like a motherly nature in her, and
nurturing.
And she tries to baby me, and
that's
I'm like,
that's still right. You resist it because it's just like,
I'm the man. I'm supposed to be taking care of you.
Right, you're the nurturer. You want to be the nurturer.
you're the knight, you know, like, in shining armor.
I don't want my choopy here. You take the choopy. And hear me, huh?
You know, like I said, it's just like I said, it was just a relief because finally, in a long time, I'm never imagine just holding that, you know, what I had to say about my brother for so long,
right?
And not being able to talk to nobody, only because, and not only is it like a little bit uncomfortable, but it's like, what can they possibly tell you?
Right, to heal that wound.
Yeah. What can they possibly tell you?
Yeah, they can't make
really all it is just hearing you, bro.
Yeah. Just
being heard.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Being heard makes makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and I know these guys, you know, of course with Charlie, I know Edward and, you know, Hyro were really close with him.
Yeah.
So with them it kind of expressing, you know, how they felt.
Yeah.
You know, I think was pretty therapeutic. I was just like listening. I'm like, oh, okay. So he was a pretty big guy in y'all's life, you know. I kind of relate. I had friends, you know, that passed away. It's just like, bang. Yeah. So I know what you guys are going through. Yeah. And I can relate to that.
Yeah. On top of, like, I guess for any woman that's hearing, it's like, I know for me, when I was bearing all the problems or the bad feelings that I was feeling, this happened not too long ago, but, you know, just feeling the pressure of life, feeling just anxiety, whatever, overwhelmed, tired, just feeling like not enough, you know. It was crazy because I just walked in the house and I went straight to the room and just kind of just put on some soft music just to kind of
unwind.
Ease the pain or whatever. And, man, my wife came in there and she just, I don't know, she asked me something, but I don't remember, but she gave me like a big hug. And I just started crying, bro. Cause I didn't even know that was in me. Like she just embraced me and hugged me. And I just started crying, bro. Yeah, I really started crying. And I'm like, man, what the heck?
She gave you like a safe place.
Yeah. And I was like, what's going on with me? Like, dang, I didn't know it was just coming out, bro. The feelings.
Very interesting.
And she didn't say much, bro. She was just there, just hugging me. And I'm just like, I felt relieved, you know, and I was surprised because, you know, sometimes I just go in there, you know, my wife's busy doing something or whatever with the kids, and I just go over there dealing with myself. But that day was different, bro. And I feel like that nurturing nature that came out of her was like needed.
Yeah, and so you were just like a big old lemon. She just squeezed it all out of you.
Yeah, man. I was filled. I didn't realize, but I was overwhelmed.
And you know, I'm not saying necessarily that it's a bad thing whenever you know your girl wants to, you know, take care of you or nurture you. It's not bad at all.
Encourage you.
It's not bad at all. Trust me. When you need it, you need it. And for some reason, they know. They have that intuition. They see it. They can see it. Like they can see. It's almost like they can see through you, but they can see around you. And they have that intuition, and they can sense when
they know what you need.
They can sense.
Yeah,
they know that you need to pour it out. Because I can relate to this because I just have a little small story. Like after my grandpa died, I think it was like a month after, and like, dude, what I did is weird. because I was in the, I don't know, y'all are familiar with my house. So you know where the boiler room's at? You know what I did, bro? I like created a little cocoon in there. So like, it was like, you know, I put a desk right there and like, I just sat there and they're red, bro, red lights. I wanted to put, I don't know why I had this feeling, but I was like, I had this like 2 strands of like red Christmas lights and I like hung them all around in there like a spider web.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be in the dark. Imagine the whole house is dark. And I just have that little room where I just have the red lights everywhere, bro. And I'm just like sitting there, bro. And then like my mom walked in the house. And it must have been like a weekend, right? And like she just walks in it. Cause I remember, bro, I was faded. I was out of it, bro. I don't know what I was on, but I was out of it. I think it probably Xanax. And like, you know, she went in there and she, like you just said, like she hugged me, bro. And I wasn't crying until she got there, bro. And she hugged me. And I'm in that dark ass room, and she's, you know, I just start wailing, bro. Like I'm just like, ugly man, ugly man cry.
You know, the snot, coming out. Yeah, he had the whole thing with the lip. He was like,
it's a real thing.
It is a real thing. Hey.
Hyperventilating.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I ever done it or anything. Right.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So, you know, I had experiences like that too when it comes down to my moms and stuff. Like, bro, they won't even ask like how my day went before they give it to me. And it's like, damn, like, how did you know? You know what I mean? How did you? It's such a good feeling. Like you feel kind of like safe.
Yeah.
In a way, like it's okay. Like you feel like nothing can hurt you in that moment. And it's like, damn, like this is what I've been longing for is that piece of that peace. Like, I just want everything to be okay. That's it. Yeah. You know, but yeah, like I said, it's needed. It's well needed. And like I said, my girl gives it to me all the time, and I might take it for granted a lot of the times because, like I said, I have this thing where it's like I feel as if I allow it, you know, she's gonna know something's up, and then it's like she wants me to open up when I don't want to put that weight on her shoulders. You know what I mean? And it just leaves that space and room for it to happen. And it's like I don't want that. You know what I mean? But like I said, there's times where I do give into it, and I'm like, yeah, like come here, like let me hold you or you hold me, whatever. And like I said, I mean, it's probably one of the best feelings in the world. You know what I mean? The best. Yeah. But
we can hop into these questions if you want.
Ready.
So I'm gonna pick up. You know what? I've been wanting to do this one, bro, and I don't know. It's just might as well, bro. So okay, here's a question for everybody, bro. If you could be a superhero, what would your superpower be, and what would be your superhero name?
Let me go first because mine was good. It was hard for me to kind of pick because there was so many like cliche superheroes, you know, like super speed or reading minds. Mine was like I wanted to have the people to make people cry. You know what I mean?
I've never heard that one before.
I know, it's new, right? I wanted to go.
Let's hear why.
Why would you want to do that? Here, cry on demand, cry.
Just cry like a baby.
No, but that's the thing though, is that I wasn't gonna like announce it. I was gonna like, because imagine this, all right? Just imagine this situation, all right? Say you're in the store, right? And somebody mean mugging you, they don't like you, whatever. For some reason, you don't even know this dude. And then he finally comes up and he's like, "What's up, bro? What's up?" And then he's like, "Right." He's like, "What's up?"
You're just
they're like, no, wait.
Wailing in front of you.
Hey, so he's mugging you, and you know what I'm saying? Like he's ready to box, right? And you don't even say nothing, dude. You don't say nothing. Nobody knows you have this power, and then you hit him with it, and then all of a sudden this dude is just like he went from being completely angry, to.
So he'd start hugging you. Thank you.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I said, the whole snot coming out of his nose. He hitting the lip thing,
bro.
Wow.
And then all I can
fetal position.
And the way that I would finish it off is I would hit him with one of these like.
Start laughing.
You're stupid, bro. And walk away.
You know, and I think my name would be La Llorón.
El Llorón. El Llorón, not La Llorona.
You know what I mean? Like, and imagine, what can you do? You see like this big old 340-pound dude just breaking down in front of you, just like, and then like I say, he hitting the lip quiver. You know what I mean? Like. That's just my super.
That's so random, bro. That's a funny one.
Remember what that's I told you? One. Mine was Captain SaveAHoe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'd have like my room like this, and I'd have like monitors everywhere, and I'd be like,
oh my god, like Batman.
And it'd give me a list.
Hyro's cave.
It'd give me a list of all the unfaithful women. Just like, all right, and then I'll go find the man, and then I'll send him screenshots.
Wow,
that's funny, bro.
I'll be like, look, here's the screenshots. I'm sending you all the screenshots of where your wife's cheating,
what
bro.
What kind of car would you drive?
Yeah.
What kind of? And it can't be
pink Cadillac.
No,
like Cheaters, bro. That's like Cheaters.
Yeah, bro.
The
exactly
show.
Like
Cheaters. Yeah. The guy Cheaters.
Yeah. He said a whole bunch of mine.
And I'd be.
Man, I didn't even have a chance to think of mine like that. Just listen to y'all's.
You've been exposed by Captain SaveAHoe. And I'll just take off.
Up and away.
Yeah, I'll just take off, bro.
Flying powers.
Yeah. Wow. I'll expose all the unfaithful women, bro.
Would you wear a mask?
All of them. No. Hell no.
Would you wear a mask?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, my face would be exposed.
A hat.
At least. So nobody would know your
expose
identity.
Expose a harlot.
Yeah, like Superman just wears glasses and nobody knows it's him.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
That's what would be my.
I got a more serious one because I thought I didn't think about it, but that was a good one. Yeah, that one was good. I got more like Batman because I was
Batman. What?
Like Batman.
Batman don't have powers.
I know, but he has a brain. And to me, that's his power because
and money.
He has strategy. Right. He uses strategy, money.
Like a detective?
Yeah. And like he almost murdered Superman, who was a super being. Like he could have killed him.
You know what? I'm glad that you.
And but the reason why I pick him because I could relate to him because he's actually a human being still and not so superhuman.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang.
Dude, I like the fact that you picked him out of all the superheroes because. He's actually become one of my favorites.
Really, bro, I love Batman.
I wasn't into him at first because I was like, man, he doesn't have a superpower. He doesn't really. He's got to drive everywhere, through traffic or whatever.
Yeah, he's rich.
Yeah, but I recently started liking him, but it's because, like you said, like the things that he does is could actually be done,
right, it's realistic.
Yeah. Be realistic, you
right.
know what I mean? And the way they made all these movies about him, they're pretty good, dude.
They're great. I love them all. Good. I love them all.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked him. And plus I had him like every birthday for like 12, 11 years of my life.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. I loved Batman. He was my favorite guy, man.
Still is. What about you, Ray?
Man, superpower, I don't know, man. That's kind of that was funny. Make somebody cry on the spot.
On the man.
Why, man?
Wow.
Have
the I don't know. I guess maybe. So y'all talking about the anxiety and stuff like. Maybe a superpower would be like getting rid of anxiety. Like,
damn,
just chill.
Yeah. No anxiety.
Give him a chill.
Wow.
Give him a chill
vibes.
Chill, like
so you
okay,
just have vibes
just chill.
in your hands. Just
yeah. Chill out, bro.
Take it all away.
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
That's the word.
Yeah, you're like, oh, everything's fine.
And then start crying again and then give you a hug for healing him.
And then here comes CryMan.
CryMan's healed.
CryMan, Hippie Man, what was yours?
SaveAHoe. Captain SaveAHoe.
Bro, what if we all just like had our own Justice League?
That's
sanctuary.
Like
we just help each other.
That'll be a dysfunctional
like the A-Team. Yeah, the A team.
So you expose the hoe.
The C team, maybe.
Yeah. And then
you can make her cry.
The man gets pissed off. Like, the criminal chill. Find you another one.
Damn. And then he makes her cry.
Makes her cry. Yeah, and then, wow. And then,
not cry for being so whorish. Be ashamed of yourself.
And then Edward just goes, I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
See, if we just
I have $1 billion.
That's all you gotta say.
I'll buy you a new girlfriend.
I'll buy you a new house. I'll buy you a new car.
Hell no.
See, if we just united, we can make the world a better place.
Wow.
And then our hiding spot would probably be in the sewer in Fort Worth somewhere.
Like turtles, like the Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like we're doing that now in our own funny way. Just by laughing, bro. I feel like it's healing.
Okay, so I got another one.
Before you ask that though, I think it's real good that you set yourself up a little spot in your house, because I think every man needs
a cave.
Man cave.
Yeah,
needs a man cave, man.
A little corner.
A corner to cry in.
That's pretty much what it is. A little corner.
It's like a little, like a little 2-story house made out of like cardboard boxes.
A little oasis.
I believe that's true, because like I feel like men tend to go to garages, like fix stuff, or but you could have your own room, obviously, or whatever, and space.
Because sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I jump on my Xbox and I don't want to be bothered.
Right.
And, I got my kids jumping on my neck. Kickboxing me in the face, all kinds of stuff. I'm like,
just get away.
Yeah, like it's not necessarily that I want to be away from them, but
you need time.
You need something for yourself.
You need time. Downtime. Down to earth time, man.
I have too much of that, so I can't too much relate right now. But I get it. I understand. Yeah.
I think for me now is going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for me now.
Yeah.
Because the house I couldn't have it. Yeah, I didn't have it. I don't have it.
I'm trying to get my excitement back for it, dude. I'm like,
you burnt out, bro. It's because you go so hard and you like,
I'm excited.
You get burnt out.
I'm just like,
By the way, our competition, we're still doing our competition.
Yep.
And I'm coming after that money, guys.
All right.
Coming after it.
I keep that in mind.
I think I'm gonna try to start working out again, man. I've been slacking.
You keep saying that.
I know, and I'm gonna keep saying it until
I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens.
I'll tell you what, man. Going to the gym is a chore.
Yeah.
Just a few times that I've gone here in the last few weeks, it's just like, my God, you have to, of course, get ready. Get ready is like, okay, let me get dressed. Let me wear something proper, not something that's gonna be like out of pocket.
Like what? Those short shorts?
Yeah, those short shorts are a little much.
Short shorts.
Daisy Dukes.
Yep. Of course, you gotta get your water, get your whatever you
Aminos,
drink,
acids, protein.
Yeah, if you're doing all that, you have to get that prepared.
Yeah,
drink it with a good enough amount of time. And then, of course, go work out.
Yeah.
And then you have to sit there like, okay, what machine am I going to use?
Yeah.
What am I doing today?
How long do you try to work out for, Ray?
I tried at least for an hour.
That's a good time, dude.
Yeah. So I just did. So I like to ride the bicycle. So I just ride the bicycle for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do
like
that.
A Peloton?
And then, I mean, it's just like a Peloton. Just, since I like to ride bikes, it's one of my go-to moves is go get on the bike and warm up.
Going to start running. Do you ever go to the Inspiration Point over there in Sons Park?
I have
been.
You should go over there with that bike.
No, man, that's
that bike is badass.
That's my wife's.
Now let me ask y'all something. Whenever it comes down to working out, do y'all feel like the environment
is weird?
Key? Is it key?
It's not only weird, but my thing is that when it comes down to the environment, you know how it's got central AC in it. Mm-hmm. Do you guys feel like it makes a difference whether you work out in the AC or whenever you work outside? Like, do you feel like you get more from working out inside in the AC, or you get more working out outside?
Outside,
like
outside, just working out, like in just doing stuff.
Yeah,
and you just drenched. You're like,
you feel like you did something.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like some gangster shit to do would just be like, I used to do it. I could do it now possibly, but work out underneath the damn sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
straight
Goggins runs in the sun.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start. That's what I was just gonna say.
No, working out in the sun is a thing, dude.
I'm gonna start running those trails, bro. I don't give a damn. And shout out to EB, bro, because he put me on that whenever, bro, we just showed up one day. He's like, I'm going to show you something. And we just flying through this damn trails,
I remember, bro. He did put me on
just
that
running
too.
through them shits. Just run all the way down it. And then your ass has to come all the way back
just
up.
Get lost in it. He would get lost
in there. Yeah. Just bouncing off the rocks. Just boom, 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 boom. It's way much more fun than being on a boring ass treadmill.
Yeah, because you
know, for sure. I
watching
hate
the news at the freaking gym.
You know what it does is that it becomes instead of like how he said a chore, it
be an adventure.
An adventure.
Yeah,
like an activity.
An
like you trick your mind into thinking like, oh, you know what? This is not. I'm not exercising. I'm actually like, you know, being active, like using my body in like a real life scenario. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's what you're doing it for.
Yeah, and then you getting sun. Actually, it's medically been shown that you're feeling a little funky, like depressed and stuff.
Yeah,
it helps. It helps with that.
Yeah, I like that runner's high, bro. Yeah. Oh, shout out to my dad for joining the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out!
Right. Yeah.
Good for him.
He came with me. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Speaking of shout out to EB too, man, because I always tell how.
Hey, I seen him at the store,
bro. Recently,
yeah.
He needs a round two, bro. I don't like the way his voice came out. I was listening to that one yesterday too.
Yeah,
EB's.
I always tell Hyro, I said, man, I got high respects for that dude, man, because that dude, we had a little friendly spar or whatever, and he got me.
Yeah, hit Charlie too.
Yeah, he got me. And
fighting with that guy is never no easy task.
I respected EB like to this day, ever since that day, because I'm like, yeah, that's one dude that could have, taken me out if he wanted to. But
man, that's funny. That I'm pretty sure that time that me and him slapbox is still on YouTube.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Damn, bro, we're beating the shit out of each other that day.
Yeah,
we're really slapping the hell out of each other that day.
But another thing that's got to do with the outside though too was that do you think like, okay, so back then we used to play around in this heat, we used to work out or do whatever.
Run around
in heat, right? Do you think that the AC has a lot to do with how we deal with the sun now?
It's sterilizing us.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
Because I noticed, I was like, man, I was working out. I mean, I was working in the heat last year and it didn't really faze me too much. But now that I'm out there now, I'm like...
You're like, bro, I can't handle this.
Yeah.
It's like,
whoa. And I'm like...
Your body adapts.
No, but I once you're out there and you're kind of like in it, it's like, it's not so bad. The only thing that does irritate the crap out of me is that sweat getting in your eyes.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing. Like, other than that, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, once it starts getting in my eyes, I'm frustrated.
Yeah,
that's it.
They should make like headbands for that.
They do.
Right. Soaking up that vitamin D, bro.
Yeah. But a lot of people are getting skin cancer. Like at my job,
for real.
People are getting it like crazy, and I'm like, y'all aren't really out in the sun like as much as I am, and dude, they're getting it, and I'm like, kind of like worried. And
now their skin color. What's their skin color?
The Caucasian.
They're extremely pale.
Yeah,
albino.
So that's a lot of it. So us brown folks, can absorb that.
Yeah,
a little bit better.
Dude, man, my stuff is burnt right here, just in this little middle section of my forearm. It hurts anytime I go outside, bro. It automatically feel that little part. Yeah. So I bought me some Under Armour, bro, to cover myself.
I remember you telling me that.
But also that light went out.
Sorry.
I feel like that's true too, because I know whenever I didn't have AC in the car, and it would just windows roll down, it was hot. I was already used to it. It's like, oh yeah. It's like,
you feel the breeze, like
but then when I was in the cold air, and now that my AC's fixed, it's like,
you can't
I have to go through that mental thing where it's like, damn,
it babies you.
Yeah, it really does. It feels like it almost kind of like
I kind of
handicaps you.
I kind of hate it though, honestly. Like, as much as nice as it feels to be in the AC, man, I feel it's only natural. You know what I mean? Because back then in the day, we didn't even have no AC units in the house.
They dealt with everything.
We would run the window. Speaking of AC, let's go ahead and just.
Oh no. No. Turn it on, because I'm grateful for it. I want it right now.
Yeah,
because I know it gets hot in this room.
Nah, but there definitely is a big difference between working out on that, because whenever I did my little time or whatever, they have you in like it's almost like a warehouse, and everything's made out of, like, the walls are literally made out of like tin metal.
Oh yeah.
And then the roof, same thing, tin.
You're like freaking sardines, man.
Dude, they didn't have central AC in there. So anytime the summer time came around, it was like an oven.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everything's made out of metal, and you just stuck in there. You got like, I don't know, what, like 40, 50, 60 dudes in there. And then, like I said,
sounds like a party.
It definitely wasn't a
party.
But dude, it was hot as hell in there. But when I got to working out, man, like, I'm telling you, I was going at it. I did like 15 sets up and down of burpees, and dude, I would be drenched. But I really feel that sweat kind of helps you feel like you accomplish something. And it's almost like a combination between working out and being in a sauna at the same time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like you knocking two things out at once.
Yeah, the endorphins hit after.
Yeah,
too.
Definitely hit big time, especially
and
after that shower.
Helps you sleep.
Good to go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I got home, I'm just like out.
Yeah, I've been watching nothing but like fit videos on how to burn fat.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like workouts.
Yeah. I've been just focusing on what to eat.
Yeah.
Because I know how to work out. I don't need to know that anymore.
The food,
the protein, the different kinds of proteins I want to eat. And so now I just stick to just getting 200 grams of protein.
You know, that's
200.
That's what I'm intaking in a day.
Yeah. You know, that's actually
so it's been I feel like it's working out, bro, cuz I feel full and I'm getting all the protein that I need, and I'm getting like I'm trying to hit like 2,000 calories.
Where did you hear about taking the 200?
I'll send you the video. It's
they raised it. They raised the calorie.
Bro, I thought I might be wrong.
Did? Yeah, I think it's like 2,500 now.
Oh damn! Well, I'm definitely losing weight then, because I'm at 2,000. That's all I'm eating. That's
good too, because like a lot of people think that when you work out, that's where the benefits come in, but it's actually 90% of it. A lot of
diet, dude.
Bodybuilders will tell you it's from what you eat.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that, like, the 10% is from the workout, and then the 90% is whatever you put in your body.
Yeah. I've been on this yogurt.
Yeah.
How many grams is
Greek yogurt?
It's only 100 calories. No, it's low fat.
I know, but how many grams
fat,
of protein though?
I have no idea. So I was gonna say, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but I thought your body could only absorb so much protein in a day.
I heard. Well,
and the rest you just shit it out. That's what I heard.
No, you can take. You can
folks.
I think you could intake. Well, depending on how big you want to get, because like I think like The Rock, he intakes like a crap load of protein, bro. But he's bigger, so I don't know. Like it just depends on what. Because I'm trying to lose weight, so if I wanted to, like. I guess if I were to want to get bigger, I have to intake like 300 calories and well over 300 grams of protein just to get big bulk, maybe.
Yeah, but you sent that thing about Gary Brecka. That doesn't
sound right to me.
The Gary Brecka talking about the.
Oh yeah, because he's watching Brecka. Brecka. What I'm watching is not Brecka.
Oh, okay.
At all. It's. I have to send you that video though.
I could have sworn, bro.
You know,
because he's talking about Indian diets and all that or something. What were you talking about the other day? About like how eating low protein or something like that.
No, Brecka was talking about before you start working out, you have to have like 30 grams or 30 grams of protein in the morning.
So he says to wake up, within 30 minutes of waking up, you get 30 grams of protein, and then also after 30 minutes of that, like let's say you take let's say you make a protein shake in the morning, you wake up. Then after that, you go run, and you're under the sun, right? And then your feet are grounded on the earth like a trail. That is the fastest way to burn body fat.
Yeah.
That your body will burn so much fat so quickly, and that after the workout, you could do a cold plunge. Cold plunges, it amplifies that calorie burning.
Have y'all done anything like cold showers?
Body. I've been doing it every day.
It's a game changer, ain't it?
It's like, yeah, for sure. Because I did that before I came here too.
Bro.
Oh, okay.
I cold shower.
Wait till you do a cold plunge.
Please, guys. I'm leaning towards it.
Do it.
I want to,
bro. It's the best.
I might do it today, dude.
I've been encouraged.
I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna buy me some ice.
From the videos I've seen, I've been wanting to do it as well. I was gonna tell you, I think for me, what it was whenever I was doing my time, I was like 210, 215 when I went in, and then I came back out 170. I worked out like the last 6 months before I got out, because it's like the way I was thinking was like, I went in as a penny and I'm gonna come out as a dime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I worked out. I was working out. The thing with me was that I was real focused on my metabolism. So coffee helps out with your metabolism. I know hot stuff helps you out with your metabolism. I was taking amino acids, all the vitamins.
For real?
Yeah. Amino acids. What
do you feel like aminos do for you?
It helps.
Besides help you recover quickly.
So I don't believe that from what I was told, I don't think that the amino acids are necessarily supposed to help you recover quickly. What they're supposed to do is that they're supposed to get like blocks from the protein, like.
Right, it helps your body absorb. Your muscles absorb that protein. That's what I heard. Yeah,
protein.
Did you ever buy that BCAAs that I was telling you about?
I have some creatine that my brother gave me.
Creatine has aminos in it.
It does. But see, the thing is, I was noticing. I was going to ask you since you brought it up, because the creatine it retains the water.
For real?
Yeah, so you're supposed to look more
interesting.
But the thing is, like, it swells the crap out of you.
Really, in a bad way?
I feel like it was, because my legs, my feet were like swelling. I'm like,
interesting.
Like my socks were like cutting into me.
That's odd.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't feel right. I don't feel right.
Like, how'd I go from a size 10 to a
Mm.
size 15 overnight?
Yeah, but now I took it for about a week, and then I started noticing that. I'm like, that doesn't feel right.
But were you exercising?
You
at
gotta
that point, exercise with that stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't exercising, so I was just trying to take it just to get it. No, I've been using the weights.
Oh, you got weights up in here.
Yeah, because
this was my room, and before I kind of converted.
I got creatine as well, and it's like 80 calories the one I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that was gonna be
helps. That's helping me get away, get not so sore.
Yeah. That was gonna be my question. Does amino acids do that same thing? Does it retain water? And
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't believe it does.
For me though, it does recover me in a sexy way, bro. I mean, sexy, like quickly, bro.
Yeah,
quickly. To where I can like let's say I slam chest.
You're not sore the next day.
I'm not stupid. I'm not like where I can't freaking move.
Right. He works out like crazy.
The faster I get
before.
recovered, the faster I can like see back. Like recently. So I seen it today.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's nice, because that day when we worked out, bro, holy. I need to make sure I do chest day with this guy every freaking time, bro. Because I go crazy. We go crazy, bro. That's just crazy for us.
How many times do you take the aminos?
Well, I try to keep it on deck, bro. I try to drink it. I'm lying if I'm saying, but I'm trying my best to just drink it like I'm drinking water. Drink it all the time.
I don't think that.
Like supplement it for water, because it's like
you can do.
If I take it before, I take it before. I try to do during, but I don't do that no more, which I need to hop back on that. And after, before and after, and at night before I go crash out and go to sleep, so that when I'm sleeping, because whenever you wake up, you're in a fasted state. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't eating, you're in a fasted state already as it is.
So let me tell you this really quick before you go for. Does it have sugar in it?
Got that from Gary Brecka too, by the way. No, it does not.
That's awesome. Okay.
It's zero.
So you are going to be fasted.
Some do, but my supplement that I'm using, it does not.
Okay, cool.
The one that I showed you, I took a picture of.
Bucked up? Wasn't it bucked up?
No. That's the pre-workout.
Are you? Is this like a powder form?
Yeah, powder form. I'll show you.
Okay, because the ones I was taking was pill form.
For real? In prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, and they had that on the what's this shit called?
Commissary list?
Yeah. Crazy, bro.
Wow.
I had to get that. I was taking it like 3 times a day, but it'll be, I think, like after every meal.
Extend.
I believe you said you came out as a dime. You went in as a penny. You came out as a dime.
I went in as a penny and I came out as a dime.
That's not what I was thinking. Ray knows about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some. Because
that's what I take right now. I got the blueberry.
And the reason I went with the pill form is because whenever you drink like a glass of water or you drink something, that fluid it kind of makes you full. You know what I mean? And it was just not for me. Like if I Because I do a lot of burpees because it's like a full body workout.
Oh, and you don't feel like you're going to throw up?
Well, yeah.
Burpees work out your legs a lot? Like whenever you do the push-up, you jump up?
Well, that's the thing.
Are you jumping up?
That's the thing.
Or are you just getting up?
That's the thing is that you can add whatever you want to it. So if you want to add that jump, you add it, and of course your legs are going to build a little bit more muscle, or you can add 2 push-ups to help build your chest up. But with the burpees, like I said, it's a full body workout. Like I said, my thing with my workout is that I didn't want to be unproportional. I didn't want my top half of my body being bigger than my bottom half of my bottom
that's
half
my problem
being
right
bigger
now.
than
That's my problem right now. Just naturally, like my bottom part is
smaller.
I just want to.
And see,
I'm gonna run it.
Like I said, that's why. And plus, you don't need any machines. You don't need any. You don't need any weights.
Body weight.
It's your own weight.
Right.
You know what I mean? That so say right now I'm probably like 220. So right now, if I were to do a burpee, that's 220. I'm pushing up and jumping up with. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean that was just for me. That's what I prefer. But you know, you guys got your own thing, your own workout plan going on, and it seems like it's working out for you. But like I said, the aminos though, I'm even surprised you brought it up.
Aminos are game changer for me, dude. Just like right now, like all over again, bro. See, like yesterday or even it was yesterday, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I drank a little bit yesterday, and well, not a little bit. And bro, I'm still good. You know what I mean? Like because of the aminos, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like really because alcohol, it dehydrates you. You know what I'm saying? So like even with that, bro, I'm like fully recovered right now. Well, I worked out.
So when you say you're good, you mean like you're not sore?
I'm not sore no more.
Oh, okay.
But I did. Was it the day before yesterday? I did curls. So yeah, my biceps are sore, but my triceps were extremely sore from when we worked out. But I'm already recovered already.
Oh yeah,
bro. I used to. That's like saving a whole week of being sore. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can recover in 2 days instead of 7.
It really is. Really is.
It's great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm back and I'm ready to go again.
I've been trying to tell my wife that because she actually just came back from the gym, and she's like, "I'm so sore." Like, really try the amino acids.
It's only $30. Yeah, and it is a game changer. Tastes like bitter.
$30.
Tastes like that's it,
dude. Them pills that I got off Commissary were like $10.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it came with like 90, I think.
Oh dang!
90 pills, yeah.
See, look, that's funny because literally it says on that container, there's 90 servings in there for $30.
Yeah, that's good.
So what's stopping you from going to work out outside or in the gym?
You work a lot already, right? During the day.
Yeah, I think it's got to do with like my scheduling, man. It's just.
Because you're probably getting home tired already as it is, right?
With the work life and then with the family life mixed together.
It's hard.
It's kind of an excuse, but it's not.
Can I ask you something? Do you feel like, because you've always struggled with this, bro, and me too. It's like, it is very hard to have a family and you almost feel like you're being a selfish asshole whenever you're working out. Because I remember whenever we first started working out, we were in the pool, bro. And this guy was like, I feel like, he's like, man, I feel like, I know why you're laughing, bro. I will tell that story right now. So like, he felt like he was leaving everybody behind. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, and I was just like, nah, bro, you know what I mean? Like, get better.
You remember
your family wants you to get better. Yeah, I remember that. Because he just felt like he was leaving his whole family behind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, I'm over here being selfish, making myself better. And I'm just like, that's what your family wants for you. To be better.
They need you to be better.
In all aspects.
Yeah.
So why he's laughing, bro,
yeah.
is because I'm just telling a stupid story, bro. One time, a long time ago, and I was in this jacuzzi, bro, in the hot tub. So I'm like sitting there, bro, and I'll never forget this because it's fall. It was during the fall. Because that's what it reminded me. It reminded me of leaves. So I'm sitting there, bro, and there's this old man. He's across from me. Just right there in the jacuzzi. And I start, bro, you know how like all the soap and shit like collects in the middle? And so like little by little, bro, I just start to see like a brown spot, bro, in the middle of the pool of the jacuzzi, and I'm just like, and it starts growing, bro, and I'm like thinking it looks like leaves, because it's brown and it's like circulating like this. And so I realized, bro, that old man shit himself in that jacuzzi, bro.
Oh no!
But he realized that after Hyro had jumped in head first,
mouth open wide. Oh, he always jokes about that, bro. He's always talking shit, bro. He's like, you're doing like that.
and you know how those little kids they put water in their mouth and they shoot it out like a fountain.
Wasn't that?
Water's fine, guys. Come on in.
It was like, come on, Rudy, jump in. The water's great,
bro. Because I'm like sitting there and I'm like looking at him like, excuse me, and then I'm looking at him like,
and then he
got up all abruptly, bro. I'm like, you nasty mother.
And then Hyro was smiling, and all I seen was just brown. he's all like, come in. The water's great.
Man. The water's great.
That was horrible. Poor man. Wow. Bro. Poor old man.
But yeah, the craziest part about that story was is that he locked eyes with Hyro.
And gave him the nod that, yeah, I did that.
So this is this is what happens when you're 70.
That's right.
And then he did it. It was like, it wasn't before. He was like,
wow.
Target acquired.
This is for you.
Wow.
This is for you.
Said,
like, yep.
Target acquired.
This is because of you, buddy.
Acquired.
Wow.
Stupid, bro. Dirty. Mission accomplished. He walks out.
Yeah, man. But anyways, the reason I felt like that, man, is because like that is how I feel sometimes whenever like I'm doing good for myself, like me as an individual. Mm-hmm. I've always been that way. Like I always wanted to take whoever was around me with me to where I'm going.
Yeah, especially the people that were with you at your lowest.
Exactly.
When you're at your highest, you want them there with you.
Oh my bad. It was just like something Nipsey Hussle said the other day. You can't take everybody with you, and that's the thing that sucks.
It's true.
Most for me.
Yeah, and you got to realize who it is that you can't take.
Yeah,
it sucks, man. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's like you want to, but you can't.
Yeah, you want to, but you can't. They won't. They won't
get in line.
Yeah,
and it sucks, and that's what that has a huge part to play in. Why I said some. Like life is out of your control. You know what I mean? Like you want to take these people and you want a better life for them, not only for yourself, but for them. And it's like life just doesn't allow you to because you're not supposed to.
Right.
You're not supposed to.
It's the truth, man.
You're not supposed to like.
It's not your destiny.
It's not. There you go.
It's not time. It's not your destiny.
Yeah.
It's so true.
And like I said, when I came to terms with life is out of my control, that's whenever a bigger weight came off of my shoulders because I was like, okay, it's not my fault. It's not.
No.
It's not my fault. Yeah. It's just this is the way life is and the way
God's plan.
There you go, God's plan.
So, if you ruled the world, what would be 2 things you would change about this world?
Well, can I add something to?
Oh, sure.
Just to that before you go in there. I know there was this one guy I watched on YouTube, or it was like a clip. He was like an older man, but he was like jacked, and he would go around the gym, and be like, "Hey, how many hours do you work a week?" Some are saying 48, some are saying 50, some are saying 60, some are saying 120.
Wow.
And he's like, "You still make time for the gym?" It's like,
they're like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
I've seen
I'm
that.
here.
Yeah,
he's like, and he asked so many, and then he looked at the camera. I was like, "What's your excuse?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm like,
nice, because if you go in there, you ask I've seen that.
and it was a cool video because I was like,
is.
damn, dude, that's
Cool.
what's up, man.
Yeah.
It's like everybody got to make a sacrifice at some
yeah.
time, you know, and it doesn't feel good. Like even be here, bro. When I left the house, bro, I saw my
feel
kids
guilty.
there. I felt like, man, I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
But
you
I
should
was
have brought
like,
him with you.
But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the podcast and I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. Just
I mean, but
every day.
yeah, it's like I feel like I feel like I'm putting life more years to my body or to myself for them for the future.
Yeah.
By
It's like
taking
you
care of
said-
myself, doing exercise, whatever.
Yeah, it's like you said, you got to be a little selfish, but I don't even call it selfishness.
Yeah.
It's like really just self-improvement.
Yeah.
It seems selfish to you.
Self-improvement it is, yeah.
It seems a little selfish because you feel a little guilty. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You feel a little guilty.
But you know, it's
I
like,
stopped feeling that way.
It's like how I told you a couple months ago too about working out was that after like you get through like the first and second and maybe even the third month, you know, depending on the person, it starts not to feel like a chore anymore, but it starts to feel more like something you look forward to.
Yeah, I'm that way now.
Dude, when I was in my routine, I was working out 3 times a week, and then I went from 3 times to 4 times, and then from 4 times to 5 times a week. Dope. And I look forward to it. Like everybody, hey, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna work out. And I would look forward to it. Like, I'm happy. Yeah. Like, it's
part of who you are.
Bro. Get it in real quick. And
gains.
Gains.
Cannons.
Like I said, eventually I stopped feeling sore as well. Like, the soreness finally went away. And then, like I said, just kept doing it. And it just felt more like entertainment to me after. Yeah. I was like, man, this is fun. Like, I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. But whenever I got out, like I said, the schedule changes. You don't have no more free time. Yeah. Like as much as you did in there. Right. So you got to work a job. You got to go, you know, how to go report, how to go do this or that. And then it kind of messed up the schedule. And I was like, man, like that's whenever I fumbled it, because I was like, man, I was doing so good. But now that I'm out here in the world, all these responsibilities are thrown onto you. Like they're thrown onto you. And you don't have no choice but to do them. You got to work. You got to provide. You got to be there for the
A lot of the time, you know, I got this thought arising. A lot of the time, a busy man is a happy man. Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
Interesting.
But my thing is that, like that's why I want to become, I want to have some financial freedom, because I don't want to work. What it seems like is that we're working for someone else for them to enjoy their life. And
can't look at it like that though.
I know, man, but like I said,
that's where we're right there, man.
That resonates with y'all.
We're right there. Yeah. Like we're making somebody else, you know,
richer,
have a comfortable life, and you know, here we are just breaking our backs.
Well, another thing that I couldn't fathom was I never understood why blue collar people are so underpaid compared to people who work in offices. I never understood that. They're working in like the worst conditions. You're working outside in 110 degree weather. Right. You're working, you know, sometimes in 30 degree weather, 25 or whatever the cold temperature is. Like, you get an hour's worth of lunch still outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
Who's responsible for accepting that wage?
And that's actually one of my questions too. I brought up to him the other day. I was like, who made up the work schedule? And I was like, who decided? Who decided, and why did we accept 40 hours a week was okay? And you know,
and minimum wage.
The person who created the work schedule was actually his name was Henry Ford.
Yeah, Henry Ford. I was gonna say Henry Ford did. Yeah. He pretty much assembly lines, work weeks. Man, that guy was responsible for so much.
That shit's kind of messed up.
And
I think about
that was one thing I never understood. Like, why was this man? How did this man have so much influence,
power, so much say
to say this is it?
And everybody's just got to fall in line.
Everybody falls in line. You're gonna do this.
It was revolutionary, and it was like, oh wow, that's a good idea. So I don't know if you understand, like or aware, like entrepreneurs, they just do is just copy. They just copy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the guys in Ford are doing this. We could implement this to do this, and then it becomes a fad to where it just becomes the normal. That's just what it was. It was just it became the normal.
It was adopted.
It was adopted by everybody, and you know, entrepreneurs that work for themselves 40 hours. Man, I work 100 hours.
Yeah.
You know, it was just for the work-life balance. It's like, I think they did studies. I got to look into it again, but I think they did studies on like how people were like, passing out, you know, they were getting hurt, they were dying at work, things like that. So they just kind of like figured out like, well, what keeps them more motivated to like, you know, keep coming back to work and being productive. And they found that, the 40 hours was like, hey, we get more productivity out of them. If we tell them like, you work for 8 hours and come back the next day, they're happier. They're more like for more productive. That's just what it was. So like more productivity. Yeah. Because, Henry Ford was building cars. If they're not productive, they're not making any cars or selling any cars.
But if you really, really think about it, there are people who make like little shorts on TikToks talking about, they're like entrepreneurs already. And they're like, you got 24 hours in a day. And within those 24 hours, you can do this, you can do that. But in reality, you really don't have 24 hours. 8 hours, the first 8 hours you're asleep, right? Say you go to work at 9. So you sleep for those 8 hours, you get up, you get ready, you head into work. Say you work at 10 o'clock, all right? You get up, that commute time, right? You got to get up, you got to get ready, you got to eat breakfast, you got to get yourself prepped up for work. You take that drive to work, that's like 30 minutes to an hour for some people. You work all the way till 5 or 6 o'clock at night. You come back home. You only got enough time to eat, take a shower, put on your clothes, maybe relax for another hour or two. And by that time, it's already
it's time to do it all over again.
Yep. You got to go back to sleep.
Yeah, it's time to do it all over again.
10, and that's another extra 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, there's really no time for you in general. They don't. That's the thing about the work schedule. They don't count the commute, the hour to commute, like to get to work and back. They don't count lunch. See, with my work schedule, I usually was going in at 8 and wasn't getting out till 5. But I didn't add the hour that it took me to get there. I didn't add the hour that it takes me to get back. So in reality, it was like from 7 to 6.
Yeah.
And I was like, where's my time going? How come?
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like you pick the choice. You pick the place you want to work at, right? Or if you're essentially making a contract with your employer, like, hey, I'll give you my time for pay, and at that point you decide if you want to go do that. But it's essentially up to you, like where you could work 5 minutes from your house, if you wanted to. But you still could have the same amount of hours. You still have the same rut. You're in a rut.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to get myself out of.
Yeah,
is that rut? It's like because it almost seems like once you get to a certain age, you're not really living. You're living to fulfill somebody else's needs. And it's like, wait, hold on. Whenever I get home, sometimes I'm like, I haven't spent any time with my kids. Like, why are they acting a certain way? Why is my wife acting a certain way? It's because I'm not here.
You're not there. You're not.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not there. And it's like, what am I doing? Like, how did we get like this? If I was working to provide, I was doing it because I wanted to be home more. I wanted to, be there for my family. And now it just seems like I'm in the rat race. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else. It's like chasing after the dollar, trying to get more money so I can spend less time at work. But it seems like it always balances us out. Like with inflation, it's like as soon as inflation goes up,
inflation is kicking my ass right now.
It's kicking my ass too. But the work, if you notice, the work pay goes up when inflation goes up. And what it does is it counters each other.
Yeah, that's all it's doing. So it's going to keep you in the same, They put that idea in your head, like, yeah, we're going to give you more money, right? But we're also going to inflate it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, oh, you think you're, as a regular person, people think, oh, I'm making more money, so that means I can buy more stuff. But what they don't realize is that they're increasing inflation as well. So it just keeps it at always leveled, always. And I don't know, man. It just gets crazy. Like I said, I'm just trying to get that financial freedom so I can spend time with my kids, so I can raise them right. What is it you're doing that's gonna help you hopefully change that?
I have my own little side company for the landscaping, that Right Away LLC. Been working on it, man, but it's hard to do it by yourself. Of course, you need that extra hand. You need money for equipment. There's just so many things that has to go into it.
Yeah.
And then you need the time
to do it.
Do it. Because once I get out of work, I really don't want to push a lawnmower at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. I really don't want to work on the weekends because I got to go grocery shopping. I got to spend time you know what I mean? I got to do whatever I need to do. But like I said, I'm going with the business. I was trying to work on a patent, but the thing is that I needed money for it, and I just didn't have it at that moment. It's still in the pending process, but I'm hoping that when I do get enough money, I'll be able to invest more in it. That way.
Well, see, let me tell you this. There's always going to be, and that's the thing though. Like you've got to surround yourself around people that are like-minded like you, and that can help you. Now, there's people that I personally don't know them, but I'm sure I could find out. But there's always going to be somebody that's willing to invest in something.
Investors, yeah.
So even though you know you're not going to make all the money, it's going to help you kickstart.
And that's what the patent was for. I was actually just trying to see if it'll take off, and whatever proceeds I can make from it, invest it in something else. You know, just to keep it's like how the entrepreneurs say you got to have like multiple sources of income generating all the time. Right. And that's what I've been trying to do, man. But when there's a lot of people in this world that don't want to see other people make it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You have to, you know, surround yourself with like-minded people that want you to succeed.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's people out there. You know, I got to be honest with you. Like, it's so hard to find Latino entrepreneurs, like circles.
Yeah.
Like I found. What was the guy I was telling you? Shands? Gary Shands?
Yeah. Or no,
you said you were talking about. You were in his morning meetup.
Oh, he's a Shands. Shands. David Shands.
David Shands. Sorry, my apologies. David Shands. So he's got a community.
Yeah.
But he, you know, his community is what?
Yeah.
It's African American.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they're still brown people. Cool. Yeah. But Latinos. You're trying to find somebody that's like you, that looks like you. Right. There's really it's hard to find.
I met one. There's this guy at the Max Footwear. Bro, that dude was blowing my mind the other day, bro. He was telling me, because he owns that big old swole guy, big old swole dark. I actually want to bring him on, bro. Yeah. He owns the Max Footwear right there on Azle.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so he was telling me, bro. He was telling me about the school. About I think it was it a college? I'm not sure if it was. No, it was a private school. It was a private high school, and I want the girls to go there, bro, because he said it's called Nolan.
Yeah, Catholic school. Yeah,
that Catholic school.
So my general manager, all his daughters went there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling me that his kids are like really crazy smart.
That's by TCU, right?
No, it's off of 30, going like towards Arlington.
Okay, no.
So really, what you're buying, to be quite honest with you, is how can I say it? Who else is attending is like who you know.
Yeah, community.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the community that's
positive. There's
positive.
There's no dumb shit going on.
So I mean, it's kind of a I wouldn't call it upper echelon, but it's like up there.
Yeah, I heard he was telling me, he was talking a lot of good things about it.
You know, you pay the tuition. So you have to pay tuition, and you essentially go make friends with you know the families,
create connections,
and start networking.
It's a network.
Yeah.
It's a networking thing. Yep.
Yeah, but like I said, yeah, I just been going with that, dude, and I'm just hoping that everything works out. Because, like I said, what I think people don't really understand is that I'm not trying to make it by myself.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to make a pave a way. I'm trying to help people understand, like, hey, if I make it, I'm gonna try to, like I said, bring you with me, exactly. Yeah, and that's the main goal is like all of us to make it,
bro. That's how freaking Apple started.
Yeah,
Apple. Like, I'm still trying to read his damn book, but man, that guy was whoo.
Was it Bill Gates?
No, it was Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yeah.
Steve Jobs, man. That dude was not easy to work with, but where's Apple at now?
Yeah.
So, and the people he started off with, of course, you know, he helped make them billionaires, you know, just for helping with what he was doing, you know, but yeah, you just got to find your startup.
Yeah.
So you're starting up.
Yeah.
And really quick, just another piece of advice, like go like on Facebook, try to find groups.
Yeah.
And join groups and be part of that community. And that's how you start, you know, like, you know, getting more knowledge, and maybe somebody that says, hey, I'll be willing to help you out.
So find rich kids. Got it.
Right. Rich people, rich men.
No, rich man, bro.
Nah, just kidding. Yeah.
But essentially, that's it.
Yeah.
You just gotta, you know, be able to, you know, show your enthusiasm and show them a plan, and they'll probably be willing to work out with you.
Yeah, I definitely need to do so because, like I said, it's been on my mind too long, and like I said, I need to take action because I told everybody at work, I said, man, I'm not, you know, regardless of what they might have got it from it, I said, I'm not gonna be here when I'm 35. I'm planning on being rich by the time I'm 35. I'm not working. I see people that at work, dude, they're 60, 70.
Yeah.
Pushing. And I'm like,
I'm 46, dude. I'm you know.
Yeah, but you know, you don't look 46. Them people.
Well, I feel 46.
Them people over there are like
seasoned,
like 40, and they look like they're 70.
Oh wow! Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you know,
I got this quote from this book that I've been listening to, called "Hidden Potential" by Adam Grant.
Let's hear it.
And in order to get uncomfortable or grow, bro, you gotta throw yourself into those groups or in front of those people that you feel awkward or uncomfortable with.
Because I tell you right now, they're just like me and you.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
You know, I've helped a lot of them, and they're like, bro, you're just like a regular old person.
Yeah.
Same problems. Same thing. Like, I don't have enough time, but they make time.
Yeah. You got to.
They got to.
You got to. And so let me read the quote. It's a great quote. It says, the best way to accelerate growth is to embrace, seek, and amplify discomfort. And in anything you are doing, bro, and you want to, I guess, in anything you want to start to learn or do, you got to throw yourself into it.
Yeah. Like, and just try something new.
You got to get in it. You got to take risks, whatever.
And that
you know, sometimes figure out later, you know.
Faith. That's faith. When you're going into something, you don't even have all the numbers, or you don't have none of the information in front of you, but you gamble and shoot for it anyway, and then you'll figure it out as you go. Because that's faith.
That's my thing right there, is that I feel like I got too much of it, that every day when I'm at work, I'm like, I should just quit right now and just go out.
But there's sometimes you just got to just throw yourself in the damn lake.
Just do it.
Just jump in the lake.
Throw yourself in the fire.
But you know, I wouldn't advise
That's what it is.
I wouldn't advise it.
You
but
get refined.
There's you just got to slowly build it up, and then to where you feel like, okay, that's enough. Like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. While you have time, do it. But there's people that do throw themselves, and they go through all the suffering, but then once they finally reach their goal, they have a story to tell.
Yeah.
You know, and they can teach other people. Yeah. You know, but it's up to you.
All right, really, before we go into it again,
break.
I got a little break.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. But you're gonna ask that.
Bring it back up, no. Well,
are we back or what?
Not yet.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
But no, you were saying something really good, like how blue collars, or the guys they're the ones working outside, right?
Yeah.
Blue collars,
all the manual labor.
Okay,
versus white collar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I know the difference. I always want to know the difference. I never took the time to look, but I feel like they should get more money too.
But that's what I was trying.
But then I don't know what white collars.
Because look.
Dude,
white collar, yes, bro.
Like they make calls, they talk to people.
So
let's hear what
being white collar is.
Rayma is white collar, yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Considered, yeah, he's considered.
That's right, sucker. No, he's like, yeah, get it together.
Get
it together.
No.
Let's hear from white collar.
Okay, so just so you get some backstory, some context.
Yeah.
I came from the bottom.
So he earned it.
I've been in the business.
All right, Drake.
Seriously. I've been in the business for over 25
Started
years.
from the bottom, now he's here.
Yeah.
And most of it was there at this company. So I started, making stuff in the back. Now I'm up in the front.
Yeah.
I'm an assistant general manager. So I know both worlds. So, I know about like hard work and, doing what above what's asked of you, stuff like that. I know about all that, and then maintaining it and being integral and all that. Like it's all there.
I think not to interrupt you, but I think a good way to make the distinguish like the differences for you is like when you see the mechanics, they got the blue collar, right? And like the office folks, you got a white collar. What goes after you wear that? What goes on after you wear that white collar? A suit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the folks in suits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I think that's right. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
I feel like that's where the white collar name comes from. That's the distinguish.
Right. The white collar from your.
Right.
Yeah.
From it's under the suit. It's right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they got the suits like the politicians, the managers.
So the blue collar guys are the ones that execute the product, the making of the product no. They're the ones that actually are processing the product.
Yeah.
So wherever it is, if it's a warehouse, you are grabbing the product to bring it to the client.
Right.
That's what you're doing. So the people is in the white collars are the ones talking with the client, patient, customer.
Having the board meetings.
Having the board meetings, discussions with what it is that they want or looking for. You're negotiating pricing depending on what it is that they're ordering.
Yeah.
Things like that. And of course you have to be able to communicate with multiple people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of what the difference is. You guys are executing the sale, for instance. Like if you're buying tires, you're in the warehouse. I need somebody to go get those 4 tires for this.
The labor.
Yeah, you're the one rolling it out.
Yeah. So you're the one going over there back there, grabbing it, rolling them out, mounting them up if you need to. The guy inside is going to be in the comfort where the the customer's going to be comfortable, because you don't want them outside and sweating outside with you. They want to be inside, comfortable, and
so it's like the white collar is the white collar is the shot collar.
Yeah,
blue collar, you're the foot soldier.
Exactly.
You do as you're told.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So, but my thing is that what it seems like is that the blue collar people are taking more of the risk than the white collar.
So let me bring it to the streets.
Okay.
So you got your cartels, right? Cartels are the white collar.
Yeah.
The lords, the drug
shot
lords. They're the shot collars, right? The white collars.
Yeah.
You have your foot soldiers.
Yeah.
Out.
You do the dirt.
They do the slanging the stuff in the streets, killing, doing,
taking the risk,
doing all taking all the risk, moving the stuff back and forth.
Yeah.
But they're not living in mansions. They're living in trap houses. They're living that life.
Right.
Wow,
they get a taste of it. Though.
They get a taste of it. Yeah. They get a taste of it, but compared to what it
really is, it's not.
So you're just getting the taste of the stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of follow what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The grunt. You're the grunt in the street. You're the grunt of the streets, right?
The sad part about it is, and I know what you mean, bro. The sad part about it is a lot of the time, the foot soldiers, they're paying dues. Like these guys that are in these high positions and they're white collar, they already paid their dues. But sometimes those white collars, they just inherited that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they just inherited it, and I think that's what bothers you, right? Like the ones that inherited didn't really work for shit. Like they didn't pay their dues. They just got it handed to them. That's what bothers you.
My what gets to me is that the fact is that Okay, just say for instance, I'm just gonna throw an example out there. All right, so you have these people working in the offices, right? They're getting paid way more. Just say, for example, they're getting paid $30 an hour to sit at a desk,
right? Clerical
and the AC. A lot of companies pay for those people's lunches. You know what I mean? If they need something to drink, it's right there at their convenience. They're able to get it. They're able to get whatever they want. If they need something to snack on, they can get it. It's right there. Everything's there for them. Everything is at their convenience. The restroom, if they need to use the restroom, it's literally right across their desk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all they are doing is just making sales. All you have to do is it's just like if a person wants a product, they're calling the company for the product. You're answering the phone. You're not necessarily doing anything. You're just supplying what they're demanding.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, as for a blue collar, right? I'm a maintenance man, so I gotta kind of know. I have to be knowledgeable in many things: irrigation systems, the AC systems. If something like if a light goes out or a ballast, I gotta know how to work with electricity. I gotta take care of the landscaping. It's like I have all these skills, and I'm out, like I said, out in the heat, taking the risk, being on roofs, falling off of roofs, getting injured, still working, and breaking my back. And
dealing with the heat.
I'm getting paid, just like I said, for an example, $15 an hour. It's like, if it weren't for me, if the AC went out in that building,
oh, you'll be the most sought after guy.
Exactly.
So that's where you need to make yourself like you yourself. So they're not going to come and ask you for like, hey, do you need a raise? No, you have to go ask for it.
Yeah.
And you have to like make it a I wouldn't say a habit. But yeah, I guess it is going to be a habit. Like, like you do time frames like, maybe every half a year or a year, whatever you feel like is best for you.
Or you deserve.
Okay, I'm going to ask for a raise. Even if it's, my breaker popped. Even if it's just for, like 10 cents, but it's going to compound. If you're going to stick around, it's going to compound after some time. And once that AC breaks, they're going to remember, like, yeah, he's worth paying him.
Well, the thing is that, I'm not speaking just for myself. I'm speaking,
in
for
general.
All the blue collar people working outside. The other day, I drove down the street and I seen a whole bunch of roofers out in that heat, man. And when you're on the roof, it seems like that heat intensifies because it almost seems like you're closer to the sun.
Oh, yeah, for
hell
sure.
Yeah.
And then the black
for
tar.
Sure.
Yep.
But in the back of my mind, I kind of already knew, man, them people are probably only getting like $17 at the most.
Yeah, especially the chalans.
Let me tell you something. If something went out in that office, it's like something that, as far as like the electrical or like the best example was like the AC. If I asked anybody sitting at a desk, if I wasn't there and they asked somebody at that desk, anybody in that desk, sitting at that desk, they wouldn't know. They don't have the skill set. They don't have the, I wouldn't say necessarily say like the diversity. It's like they don't have, what is it called when you have like multiple skills? And so,
yeah. I mean, do you know that for a fact?
I mean,
well, let me ask you this.
I know what you mean. Because, I feel like I'm pretty diverse.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the maintenance man at my job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, would you think that I know how to do it?
Probably not.
It's okay. I mean, I'm okay.
Not. But the thing is that would you be willing to do it?
I have done it. I do it.
You have, right?
Yeah, I go clean up shit in the damn restroom. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah,
So are you saying, like, do you feel like, I'm trying to read between the lines. Are you trying to say, like, you feel blue collars deserve more pay than white collars?
I do. Only because, like I said, it requires more physical labor. A lot of blue collar people, they don't make it to an age where they can enjoy their retirement.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm going to ask you a question once you're done.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, your knees are bad, your back's bad.
You're out and worn out.
You're worn out.
Yeah.
You don't even have enough energy or the the capacity to move to spend your retirement money, or you're already paying medical bills because of what you've done.
So you're saying the blue collars get the short end of the stick?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
It's what it seems like to me from what I've seen.
No, that's what it is.
Now, don't get me
that's
wrong.
what it is.
Maybe what it feels like, but I don't know if it's what it is.
That is what it is.
Don't get me wrong.
It's always going to be that way.
Don't get me wrong. They got to go hand in hand. White collar and blue collar people have to go hand in hand because the white collars, help provide the income that comes into the company that help pay the blue collars, and then the blue collars have to maintain the building in order for the whole company to be running.
Right.
So they come hand in hand. My thing is that, it's almost like it just, there's an unfairness to me in that.
Of course.
There is. There is.
Gonna be
there really is. There is.
It's always going to be there.
So this is where I'm going to ask you this question. Is of course you being, trying to, become an entrepreneur. So when you start making it, how are you going to treat your employees?
Well, that was actually one of my things that I had already thought about, was like, man, I would like to treat them fairly. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, regardless of,
but if it's coming out of your pocket, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, the thing is that I'm hoping that if I were to make enough money or enough profit, that regardless of how much I take care of my if you take care of the employees, they're going to take care of you.
Yeah, for sure.
And trust me, I'm at a point in my life where I have an understanding of that. I don't need a whole lot of money. I don't need millions of dollars. I just want enough money to live comfortably. To be okay. Yeah. That's it. So even if I made a dollar out of everything that I sold, it's still a profit to me, and it's still keeping the company going. It's still maintaining itself. And like I said, I would love to treat my employees fairly. I just don't see it as a loss. I don't see it. I know it might sound like I'm being greedy if I were to say, I wouldn't want to just give them the minimum, but that's not how I am. You know what I mean? As far as, I'm not saying every business owner is like that. All I'm saying is that if I were to have a company, fairness would be a huge thing that would run through.
Yeah, so then you'll be responsible to like come up with, okay, what's a fair wage for somebody? And that's Yeah,
well, I mean, so a fair wage,
especially if they don't have any experience, or if you have to train them to do the thing. Do you think them making top pay is fair?
Not necessarily, but
let me say this.
Yeah.
It's because I've experienced this already on my business. I was paying my guys the same as I was getting paid. But the cost, I felt like through the process, I was putting more work into it than they were, personally. Yeah. Because I'm the one making the calls. I'm the one talking to the customer. I'm the one watching over the tools. I'm the one taking them, picking them up, taking them to work. I'm putting more work into it than their actual physical, cleaning the window and just being there. That's all they got to do is get up, get there, do the work. I got to do everything else over here.
You have to be responsible for having the supplies,
keep up with them, deal with them. They're two different personalities.
Schedule with clients. Talk to the clients.
I was going crazy. I was going crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. A lot of patience. Oh my God.
And keeping up with their pay.
I was paying for it. And I felt like, damn, they're getting the same as me.
It ain't right.
I need all that money. Yeah. I got to pay this. I got to pay this. I'm trying to build this business. Yeah. I'm trying to get more money so I can build my business, and I'm paying them the same price as me. Yeah. You can't thrive that way. Yeah. Business. You can't, bro.
That's what I was just trying to relate to. Like,
I'm listening. I hear because I was him. The way he was thinking, I was him, bro. Until I experienced, bro, it's not as easy as you think. Yeah. And if I was maybe let's say I made up something like beats and how much you can make unlimited money, and all you gotta do is find the people to do it.
What's it called? The margins are high.
Yeah, like it's way more higher. So maybe then, maybe I could do it that way. Treat my people right, take care of them as much as I can.
But see, the thing is, you only have a few, like maybe 5-6 people that you would take care of versus company that has 1,000 employees.
Right. It's different levels. And so maybe that's possible that way. I don't know because I haven't made millions.
Yeah.
But if I were to make millions and I have a goal in mind, like say I want to bring $200,000 home to me and I'm okay with that and pay the rest to take care of my people. All right. Maybe it could be possible. But with what I'm doing, bro, it's like, it's harder, bro. I don't know. I'm not making that much money. So it's hard to pay them the same only whenever they have a certain amount of work and I got to do some more.
Okay. Okay. So now let's kind of flip it here real quick, right? Okay. So with the person working in the office, would you pay him more than the guy doing all the labor?
It just depends what I have him to do.
So the mentality, I'll tell you what the mentality is like. So the person in the office has the relationships with clients, customers. The guy, and this is the sad part, the guy that's pulling the order or whatever it is, he can be replaced.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
Expendable.
Expendable.
See, you say, and I've heard it a lot. A lot of manual labor people are expendable because they come in like that.
Right? Yeah.
The thing is that finding good.
Yeah.
People that care.
People that care. And see, that's the thing,
not always like that, though.
Your management is the one that's supposed to like see those people and
filter.
And exactly, filter them. And then when you find those people, that's kind of what happened to me. Like, okay, get this guy over here, polish him up, move him up.
Right.
So there's possible ways to actually like move up in the ranks and become more than what you were.
Basically, get what you deserve.
My thing is exactly. I feel as if nowadays there's like a lot of gatekeepers.
No, there is. So that's where they're trying to keep their and I could say I probably did that in my career at some point, but there is gatekeeping just because they don't want to have somebody come for their job.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And like people come in, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
So that does suck. So when that happens, you just kind of have to move on.
Yeah.
And find something else. And then trust me, there's I've been trying to do this for the past 10 years. It's like there's grass that's greener on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to go find it.
Yeah. I hear you. Like I said, it's just like there's an unfairness.
No, there is.
And that's just one thing I couldn't comprehend. I couldn't cope with. It was like, what? I don't get it. I was like, I could be sitting in that desk making $30, $35 an hour.
Yeah. So show them. Show them.
I could be drinking like high end coffee. $10.
So are you seeking that?
It's not even that I'm seeking that, but if I were to be offered that position, don't get me wrong, I'll definitely take it. I'd rather much take that position than the position that I'm in now. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of perks to my position as far as like learning experiences that come with it. Because you can, like I was saying to Harold, you can take that experience and you can apply
it somewhere else. No, for sure.
It sounds to me like you'll never be happy until you have that position.
Well, it's not even like I said that I want that position. It's just the fact that
you got to change. So you got to change your perspective because I was at the point like you were just explaining like why am I making more money for these people? And here lately, and I haven't really said anything since I've figured this out. Like, dumbass, I have the opportunity right now to learn how to operate a business. Learn the ins and outs of the business. That way, if I do go for myself, I can operate my business.
Systems.
Yeah.
You're learning the systems.
Yeah. Like, dude, I have it right here in front of me. Yeah. Like, sure, of course, I go, start my business and then, figure it on my way. But here I'm like, it's laid out for me, bro. Like you have it laid out. Like I just have to follow these systems and then kind of implement it in my way.
Right. Let me ask you this. For as long as you've been working for, I don't know how long you've been at your job for, but how quick was it for you to pick it up?
I could tell you when I first started the business, it was a learning curve, you know, because I was going through the imposter syndrome, the like, I don't belong here, shouldn't be here.
Right.
Then of course you learn the actual job and, you know, figure that out in and out, you know, learn everything. Like you pretty much learn everything. So I'm in the optical business. So just to give you some I thought you were working for like Elon Musk or something. You know, so I'm going to brag a little bit. You know, we do run a few $1 million a year. Yeah. You know, at our business. Nice. And it's
successful.
Pretty, you know, Edward.
I washed their windows there.
Yeah, he goes. Oh yeah. So I gotta cut the grass there. You know, maybe. Yeah, but you know the reason
even got grass there. It's like turf. In the front.
It's turf in the front.
And the reason that I asked is only because it's like, okay, once you learn that skill set, okay, once you've got it down, does it go anywhere outside of that? Outside of what you've learned already?
So you still deal with in my sense, it's patients. They're actual patients. They're not customers. They're patients. So they're still customers. There's still staff that I deal with. You go anywhere, you have staff. You have decisions to make, customer service decisions. Patients, customers, they're the same. You go to Walmart, Target. You're still going to have that. You're still going to have that. You know, there's patients, customers, management, or staff, you know, your employees. You're still going to have customer service. You still have to make decisions on like what the customer is needing, wanting, how to make them happy. And of course, you know, you're still going to have your systems in play. Like, okay,
the
procedures, things like that. And you're still going to have all that.
Well, and that's where the kicker comes in for me. Is like, those seem like basic people skills.
They are. You'll be surprised how many people do not have those.
It's true. And you know what, as y'all guys conversating, like it's amazing because I'm seeing that no matter what field you're in, you start from the bottom, obviously. But when you submit yourself to the leader or whoever you think has the leader, or if it's the manager, and then the manager's got to, like, whatever field you're in, you learn from them and get all that you can. Absorb so eventually, one day you can be a manager.
Yes.
Or if you're a manager, eventually you submit yourself to the boss or to the manager. If you're assistant and you know, there's a manager, you learn all you can from him. And you'll become the manager. And eventually, if you're, you know, talking to the boss man, and you get really cool with the boss man and learn all you can from him, eventually you could be a boss.
There it is.
So there's a pattern, and no matter where you're at, wherever you're starting, the goal is to obviously be a boss one day for people.
And that's going to depend on each person individually. Like if you're willing to, like, oh, you know, I'm not going to be their friend, you know, like, you don't have to be their friend. You just got to be their right hand man.
Submit.
Go to, yeah.
You have to learn, ask questions. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that?
I think that's the biggest obstacle for me, because just to put it in the rawest terms, it's like I do not like brown nosing.
It's not brown nosing, bro.
It's really not, bro.
It's not brown nosing.
That's just the way I see it. Like,
so, and that's the problem. That's a lot of problem with a lot of people. Is like they think they're brown nosing. Like, no, bro, you're not brown nosing.
No, you're just getting better.
You're just being genuine.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, genuine.
I guess it's just,
and you're learning.
I guess it's just from observing other people do it.
Yeah.
And how they do it.
No, how they do it. Yeah, it does.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen it too many times to where that's where my mentality's stuck at. It's
right.
Like, that's what that is. Like, and it's like, I know it might not seem that way, or it might not be exactly how I'm explaining it, but this is just from what I've observed from my point of view. But like I said, it was just like, it didn't sit right with me. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that maybe if I did, you know, like I said, take everything into consideration and then just try to switch it up. Maybe I can be where I want to be, and maybe I can have a little bit more of a laid back job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, there's such thing as work friends. You know, like you're friends only at work, but you know, really not.
Yeah.
You know, on the outside.
Yeah.
Like I have hundreds of those
Right.
work friends. And like, oh yeah, we're really cool. Like get along and you know chat about things and you know.
But you'd never invite them onto the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, unless they were really interesting. But you know, like I said, that's where I'm trying to just keep all that. That's another thing. I keep that separate. Like I don't even share. I don't even share anything. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't go about like, oh, I was on a podcast. You know.
Yeah.
I don't even let them know that. Like I keep it all separate. Like, I don't even like saying where I work just because
I want to ask, but I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just don't like keeping. Like, I don't even like saying where I work just to keep it as far apart.
Yeah,
because I don't want to have
professional.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to have you know, patients come in and like, oh, I saw your podcast,
because you never know.
They could use it against.
They might not like it.
No, they could use it against me for some odd reason.
That's true,
you know?
too.
So that's another thing. Like,
you never know.
This lives on the internet forever, and it could just be brought up and out of context, and there you go.
That's true.
Just like the Hot 2 girl.
I don't even know who that is. I've been hearing about this girl. I don't even know what this is.
She was like a teacher or something, so she lost her job.
Yeah.
Just for saying that Hot 2 on that thing.
What the heck does that mean?
She went.
Bro, you guys see the context.
I know. I gotta watch the video.
It's a little vulgar.
Really not that appropriate.
Well,
it's really not that appropriate.
That was against her rights.
I don't even know what the heck.
But man, bro, she went viral, so she's obviously
viral.
Balling,
she's everywhere.
She's obviously rich as shit.
But
no, she's not rich.
If she what, man? Come on.
Well, she's getting a lot
she's
of
freaking everywhere.
She's getting a lot of limelight or a lot of.
She's getting a lot attention. She can if she does it the right way. Yes, she can market herself and make money. But you know, I know she lost her job. So the job that she was at, she lost her job.
Probably paying her.
They actually they violated her rights,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that's a freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And she's going after a lawsuit, I believe it was, with the federal court, because they fired her.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, there was a freedom of speech. She was outside of work. It had nothing
to do with work.
Nothing to do with the job or whatever. But she's actually doing really probably better than
now. Yeah. But see, the thing is, it's how long does it go on for until you know the meme wears off? You know,
until she finds something else.
Yeah.
I mean, she's gonna if she capitalizes on this and makes all that money. She could eventually, if she wanted to start a brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But who knows if she's even aware of it?
She did.
She's got to be aware of it.
No, she is. She's aware of it.
I'd be like, man, y'all got to pay me every time y'all use this damn phrase. So. Like, I made this phrase.
Yeah. Right.
It's like the same way like Ric Flair's got woo.
Right.
It's like, man, y'all got to pay me every time y'all say that.
Donald Trump said,
you're fired.
You're fired. That's it.
It's like that. But I'm going to hop into this question because I feel like I'm just going to hop into this one question because this is the Turntable's question. So it's I'm gonna just freestyle it. So what's a moment that you can tell me that you thought you had your life all figured out, like you thought you had it all figured out, and then life came and turned the tables on you and was like, nah, bro, you thought it was like this, but it's actually like that.
So I for that question I actually put 3 different ages. And the reason why I did that was because I think the first age that I had put was at age 13. I put age 13 on there was because at that age I feel like you're bliss. You're blissful to everything. You don't really know anything. So, you know, back in the day, I mean, we used to, you know, just sit around, play the PlayStation, order pizza, or
right.
You know, have something cold to drink.
You had no responsibilities.
No responsibilities, and you figured like, man, my life's gonna be like this forever. This is
right. Yeah, but that's not.
This is it. I made it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got the new WWF game or whatever. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, you had no worries. Like you were in the moment.
Hakuna Matata.
In the moment. And you just like, man, this is life. This is it, right?
Right. And then
it don't get no better than this, you know? But the other age that I put, man, too, because, you know, you grow out of that stage and you start becoming older. The other age that I put, man, was probably, I want to say age 16, man. Because when we were young, when we were in our teenage years, we kind of were able to do whatever we wanted.
Indestructible, right?
Indestructible.
Yeah.
Indestructible. You know, you were finally old enough to, you know, I'm pretty sure people were younger when they were driving cars, but we were pretty much rolling around everywhere.
And the stores, those irresponsible fucks sold us beer all the time.
Oh yeah,
they didn't give a damn.
Oh, yeah. Good old Northside.
Didn't matter. Right. I need a Swisher. Need a grape Swisher. Yeah. There you go. Here you go, 15-year-old kid.
I felt like Columbus, man. We got to, you know, explore different areas: the North Side, West Side, East Side, South Side. West side, whatever side, you know, it was just like we were able to. It almost seemed like we had the world in our hands. You know what I mean? Like, you could have $100 and feel rich.
Devil's playground.
Oh, for sure.
You could have $100 and feel rich, right?
It was like the devil's playground.
And it was like he said, had all the beer, had all the
Northside is the devil's playground, bro. At that age.
Whatever, it might seem bad now, but back then in the day,
it was heaven.
If you had that, you was the man. You know what I mean? You felt like, man, I'm cool. You had all.
You
the
were
girls.
Content. So if something happened, you know, like you were all right.
Yeah,
you were like, I can go. Content. I was okay.
So it almost seemed like that blissfulness from when you were a kid carried on to blissfulness as a teenager.
Yeah.
Like whenever you were a teenager, like I said, if you had a BB gun, you were cool. You know what I mean? Or if you had a bike, Huffy, whatever, and you took off the handbrakes, you're that dude, man. But for us, it was like, we had, you know, cars, we got money, we got drugs, we got girls, we got, you know, nice clothes. We're just living life, you know, like just the way it was not necessarily supposed to be, but we were free. It's almost what it seems like.
Cups with the ice and
almost like the American dream.
Almost like
almost like the American dream. Yeah.
It's like Wiz Khalifa, that song. So what? We live young
and free. Yeah.
Styrofoam life
and free.
Yeah. Styrofoam life.
That's it right there.
And the other age that I also put was age 27, and the reason why I say the age 27 was because, man, I thought. So that year was probably the best year as far as it came down to my finances. I remember that year when it begun, I got my income tax back and I had, I want to say, a little more than $10,000. And I had already a plan figured out of what I was going to do. I wanted to get a new car. I wanted to get a house. I wanted to get some new furniture, this and that. And dude, I was set. I was ready to go. But the thing is that, you know, my family and my household, we were kind of like falling apart. And the main reason why I was working for the money was so that we could have a better life. But it seemed like it gave me the complete opposite. Like, it kind of distanced me from them, and we all started distancing.
You became like a victim of your own success.
Exactly. The victim of my own success. And, dude, from there, like I said, I felt okay because I had that money, but I didn't feel okay because my family wasn't okay. And with that money, I was hoping, this is going to fix everything. This is going to fix, you know, the stuff that they wanted, the clothes that they wanted, the furniture that they wanted. We can get another vehicle. We can move around. We can get another house and we'll be fine. Right? Well, I had some issues that arise, man, and it sucked that money up dry. Talking about like that.
Quick.
Within a month or two, it was gone. And the things that I spent it on, it wasn't anything stupid or ignorant or, you know, it wasn't anything that, you know, you didn't have no value in. I used it, for something of importance. It had to do with health issues with somebody in my family and stuff. And, like I said, it was gone. And when it was gone, I was broke and I felt like that was it. Like, no more money, no more me. Like, it almost seemed like I was letting the money make me. And I was never like that. I never used to be like that. I can not have a dime in my pocket and I'll still be all right. The thing is nowadays is that when you don't have no money, you get in that fear mode. Like, how am I going to pay for the bill? How am I going to pay for the rent? How am I going to, my kids need food. Oh, school's coming up. Oh, this and that. And it just seemed like when I had lost that money, I was like, man, I'm in such a deep hole.
Back to poverty type shit.
How am I going to get out of it?
Yeah.
How did I go from having $10,000 to $13,000
back to square one?
Back to square one, right? I had to start back from zero. Like,
yep.
You know, like that's when when my world crumbled, and it wasn't because of the money. It was a mix. It almost felt like a safety net for me. Like, you know,
you had that cushion.
That cushion, yeah. So if something happened, I had it right there. Boom, boom, boom. And when it was finally gone, that net was gone too.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that built your character?
Not necessarily.
No?
Not necessarily.
So what'd you learn from that?
So basically what I learned from it was that money, even though it might not seem like a lot to people who have millions right now or billions, but at that age having like $13,000 was like a lot. And what I learned from it was that it can't bring you happiness because...
Right, you can't depend on that for your happiness.
No, you can't. No matter how much money... Now, I finally understand the concept of why millionaires and billionaires are the unhappiest people in the world, is what they say. Because...
Then where do you obtain your happiness then? Where does it flow from right now?
Making sure that my people are good, like making sure they're okay, making sure that they have everything that they need.
And as long as you've done that, you're happy now.
Exactly. As long as they're okay, I'm okay.
You feel like that's your purpose? You fulfilled that purpose now?
Not quite yet.
Not yet. What would you have to do to say? What would you have to achieve, or what does that look like?
So, I told you before. Like, my biggest fear is not being able to share my success.
Hey Rudy, pick up your mic a little more. I don't know how it sounds, but just it looks like
it sounds okay.
Just like it looks like it's just going lower and lower every time. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds okay. But yeah, you could raise it up just a little bit.
Yeah, like that.
But yeah, what is what could you say? When could you say that you finally like finished? Like, you know what? Like when could you finally say I did it? Like I did it. I've done it. I've accomplished it. As long as everybody's okay.
Probably when I'm able to buy my mom and my sister a house. Each. Damn. Probably. Like I said, my biggest fear was not being able to share my success with the people who kind of raised me up, like my mom. You know what I mean? Like making it before they're gone.
Right.
That's my
biggest. You feel like you owe that to them, right?
I feel like I owe 100% to them. And that's my biggest fear, is not being able to share that when I make it. To
accomplish that.
And I'm like, that's my biggest fear. That's why I put that age limit for myself. 35's got to be the age, because I don't know how much longer. You know what I mean?
How old are you right now?
I'm 30.
30? So you're giving yourself 5 years to do it.
Another 5 years, yeah. Because I think about it now, and like I said, I feel like I wasted a lot of time, even though they were learning experiences, and I'm grateful for them. I still have that regret of, damn, I wasted too much time already. Like when they say life is short, dude, life it's short.
So do you think you've got the solution yet, or do you got like do you see like the light at the end of the tunnel at least?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you like, yeah, I got all the solutions, I got all the answers, I know what I'm gonna do. Because like I said, life is out of my control. Like I can't control it, and regardless of how much planning I might have, not everything always goes as planned.
Right.
But I will say this, it's just like, I don't know if it's a quote in the Bible, but you know, you fall back. I mean, you fall 6 or 7 times.
Right. Righteous man gets up 7.
Yeah.
Righteous man gets up 8, I believe it is.
Yeah. And, I'm just going to keep getting back up until I get it, man. Cause like I said, I need that. I definitely need to do that. Definitely. Because they deserve it. And like I said, I won't feel accomplished until I do so. Cause man, like I owe my mom a lot. Owe her a lot. and my sister too, and my brother and my girl, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna shoot for the stars, and if we miss, then hopefully we hit a planet, right?
There you go.
Right.
So
something.
Just before we end, I want to say
27 was, you said, so that was when you were a teenager, and then 27, and then you had one more.
No. So it was 13, 16, and 27.
Okay, 27. Yeah. Okay.
So before we end, I want to say that's Proverbs 24:16. It says, "For though a righteous man falls 7 times, he rises again."
Yeah, thanks for pulling that quote up because I was actually going to bring my laptop too, so that way if we ever had any questions, just get
type
our
it up
facts straight real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But man, what about y'all? What about you?
What, the question?
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Well, it's just the turntables question.
Oh, it was the turntables
question. When did you think you had it figured out? You know, name a time that you thought you had everything figured out, and then life came and turned the tables on you.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to come back and share that again. But what didn't you have anything else? That was it, right?
I did actually have more.
No, yeah, you had 2 other questions, but we're not gonna get through that today. Yeah, we're gonna stop right there.
Yeah.
End it right there for now. But you had something.
There's gonna be part 3.
Yeah, you can do a part 3.
Yeah,
trilogy.
Yeah. And you know, let me go ahead and just throw this out there too with that question. So, like I said, even though I was sitting high up there on my little high horse or whatever, and I thought I had it figured out, man. Like I said, I had it figured out to where it was kind of like a selfish thing, because I thought because I was good and my pockets were good that everybody was good.
And that isn't so.
And it's like how you said, I was a victim of my own success, and it was like I was doing this for y'all, but it seemed like
backfired.
This is not what y'all needed.
Right.
Not what y'all needed.
So then what is it they needed?
They needed me.
Your presence.
They needed my presence.
Right. Nice.
And like I said, the money didn't make me, man, because like I said, I didn't buy nothing, you know, no new shoes, no chain, no whatever.
Nothing like to really show for it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I just kept it and put it up, and I was trying to make a way for us. And whenever that money was gone, it was like, in a way, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of happy, because I was like, okay, now my eyes were finally open. It's like they need me. They don't need this material piece of paper.
You.
Yeah.
They don't need that. They need me.
You to be there.
And I got a moment of clarity, and I was like,
right, you had what you needed the whole time, which was
the whole time.
Crazy.
The whole time.
Crazy,
the
bro.
Whole time. It is crazy.
That is crazy.
And whenever y'all come to terms with it, man, like it ain't always about the money, dude. It ain't always about the money. You know, I learned now, you know, from falling off of my pedestal, I learned now that like time is precious, the most precious thing you can possibly have, because it's constantly moving. You can't stop it.
Oh,
you can't go back in time.
Nope.
You can't move it forward.
No redos.
You can't get none of that back. And like I said, whenever you have time with the people you love, man, you
seize the moment.
Cherish it.
Yep.
Right.
Squeeze all
as much out of it. Yeah.
As much out of it, because like I said, that's
tomorrow is not promised. No.
That's what's really gonna count.
Yeah. Now that everybody's getting older, you know, it's even tougher, because you know you don't know that when that day's gonna come.
Because it made me realize too that having that money was like, when I have that money, and then I came back around my brother, I came back around my mom. It's like we didn't have that connection no more. You know what I mean? It was like, you've been out, you know, dream chasing or money chasing, and now that you're back, it's like we don't really have nothing to talk about.
Right.
Like, you haven't been here. We don't know what you've been doing.
Yeah, we can't relate with you.
We can't relate with you.
Yeah.
And it's like, and now it's just them, the money, and then you, and then like as much stuff as you buy for them, it's like it doesn't make them happy.
Yeah,
and that's what you've been doing it for, was their happiness, and you didn't get it. But man, just that's when I felt. Honestly, like that was my downfall.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think when you're just on the grind and always busy, and you're doing so many other things other than just spending time with your family, it gets stale, and it's like, oh man, what? I'm just so burnt out over here. I don't even have enough for you right now. Yeah. So it's like, what do I do? Just crack on to you're just burned out. You're just burned out, and my wife's burned out. We're all just burned out because I feel like around these times in the summer or spring or whatever, everything starts getting busy. Yeah, activities, this, that, but it's draining, man. If you're not intentionally working to sit your butt down and practice just being there and being present. It's like a job. It really is like a job, sitting your butt down and being in front of your family. Yeah, just because it feels like a job. It feels like a job because even though my mind's over here, I'm doing something else. It takes work to just sit here and be with you. And it's like, even though I got a million things that I need to do, I'm here working to just be patient, enjoy you. And I gotta know this needs to be done, but I'm here with you. It takes work, bro.
Dude, and that's another thing too. A lot of people and a lot of guys don't realize is that you have to, every day, that title gets taken away. As soon as you open your eyes, that title gets taken away. Dad, father, husband, it gets taken away. And as soon as your eyes open back up, that next morning, you gotta work for it again. You gotta get it back.
Oh, you gotta do that.
It's just switching hats. All you're doing is switching hats.
Switching hats, exactly, is what they say.
And it's like, you gotta get back into that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even for my wife, I know for me too, like, whenever I get back from work and I'm home and I'm like, sometimes I take 5-10 minutes in the car just to get back down to earth and like, okay, I'm a dad. I mean, I need to figure something, what I'm going to do with the kids or what are we going to do? It's like, you kind of got to plan. For me, I have to plan in that moment. Like, all right, because if I don't plan, I will go in there. If I don't plan, I will go in there, not doing nothing, go straight to TV and just blah.
Yeah, everything goes down.
But if I plan, like, okay, maybe I could take them to the park or I could take them over here, do something with them. Like, I got to premeditate before I go in that door. Because if not, I promise you, I will fail every time if I don't plan something to do something with them, because I know they're going to want time with daddy.
Yeah.
And if I don't do that, bro, I lose. I'm to watch TV. Just tired, whatever, worn out. And it's like, I never win, bro.
I'm glad that you said that though, man, because I'm glad I wasn't the only one that sits in the car for like 5 or 10 minutes.
It's a real thing.
Because one day I came back home, right, and I was listening to a podcast, and it had like 3 minutes left or whatever, and I pulled into my driveway and I was finishing listening to it, right. And I'm listening to it, just, trying to, like how you said, get in the right mind state. Yeah. And finally it got done. And I see my girl standing out there, and she's looking at me.
Like, what are you?
What's taking so long?
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I need you to come in here and relieve me of some stuff.
Man. Right? No, exactly. That's the look.
She's giving me a dead stare.
Please.
The look of death,
dude. And I lowered down the window. I was like, "What's up?" She was like, "So you're that tired of us that you rather spend time in your car hiding out?"
You're dang right. You're dang Skippy.
And it's so funny to me because it's like, I knew I wasn't the only person that...
Nah, bro, it's tiring.
Right.
Like,
tired. It's just 5 minutes in the car. Sometimes,
work.
Hey, it was just so funny to me, man, because she was really mad. And I told her, I said, man, you gotta understand, like, I was just listening to my podcast and just trying to take a breather before I went inside. And she took it personal though, like I didn't want to.
Yeah, my wife was like that one time too.
Man, it's not like that.
Because the feelings are so real. Everybody's worn out, bro. It's just busy of life and tired. But no, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, dude. Yeah. That was a funny one.
All right, y'all. I think we're gonna end it here.
Outro.
Let's do the outro.
Bro, the credits. Skedaddle. Get out of here.
Yo,
might have a part of July. Part 3, yeah.
Happy 4th of July. Happy
Independence Day. Y'all are gonna see this. Not on Independence Day, obviously, but
that's when we record.
It's Independence Day. Happy Independence.
All right, thanks, Rudy. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta hit the perfect.
Our outro's going out.
Yeah. All right.
So what? You don't gotta edit none of that?
No, it's not done.
I'm not done yet.
This wasn't live.
Perfect.
I know we're gonna do
perfect.
Because he
perfect.
some other things to get live.
Oh, you thought it was live?
he's got a